G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's good? What's good?
How you feeling?
Marvelous. We back at
you?
it. Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. You not feeling good? How you feeling?
Nah, I'm not feeling good.
Why not?
I don't like the energy in this room.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like it.
I'm comfortable with the energy in the room.
Well, I know I'm not.
I mean, this is our first time we had a studio audience, as they say, in our studio. It's our first studio audience.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
You like
always,
people? You're a people's person.
I'm always comfortable, man. Wherever I go, I'm comfortable.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Throwing shots at me.
No, I'm
Throwing
just saying. No,
That's a
it's not for you. It's not for you.
See, you joining them.
I'll be outside. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's another shot.
I'll be outside.
So when people come around for these cities, this is what you do. You join them against me.
Well, you know, I'm a little biased with Philly anyway. I guess from before, that's, you know.
I know.
How you feeling, though? You good?
I'm good. Long time no see. I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, everything good. Working, man. Just, you know, fresh off the
Came back from Germany. Came back
Germany.
from
Houston. Facts.
You getting money.
Working, man.
Breaking no bread with me.
I told you, pull up, man. I'm back in Houston again in July, so let me know what you want to do.
Yeah. Are you dropping pistols?
Nah.
All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nobody jumped. All right, they not nervous. I just making sure. Look, they sat there.
Yeah, I'm back in Houston in July. What's up?
All right, we out there.
Birthday celebration? What you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Leo extravaganza.
Let me know. I'll set it out right now, man.
I feel good, though. It's good seeing you, man.
Facts.
You know, shout out to everybody in the building. We're not going to introduce them yet, but Tati. We got Michelle in the building.
Michelle one time was in here.
Mighty two times. Tati Tuesdays. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She wanted to pull up one time and surprise everybody, so you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Facts.
Bassy in the building. Shout out to JR. JR, you know. I think he got his ex-girlfriend in here. I don't know if she's ex or his girlfriend. I don't know. My son, man. My son moving crazy, man. He turned 18. He think he can do whatever he want. I'm exposing him. He's lucky we don't get on camera. You know what I'm saying?
My God.
I'm snitching?
A little bit.
I'm excited about this next guest. Well, I'm not really excited about this next guest.
I am.
I'm not.
All right, well.
Got smoke with him. He blew smoke in my face. I have a problem with that.
You were smoking with him?
I got smoke with him.
Oh, okay. You got smoke with him.
That's my man still. You know what I'm saying? But before we introduce him.
Yes.
G Money!
Yo.
Episode 224. We made it. We got a special guest.
Facts. Before we do that, real quick, shout out to my man King PIB in the building. You know, I am the brand ambassador of this clothing brand right here. You know what I'm saying? Braveheart Edition. He's in the building. And I know you always say you don't get nothing. So can we toss that over one time? Because he always be saying like, oh yeah, you can come to me and bring me nothing. No, yeah. What's up? Now what you gonna say now? I'm big man. I'm big man.
Y'all didn't even get my size.
What you gotta say now, big man?
Good looking, man.
What's up, man?
I appreciate that. So you the ambassador.
Facts.
So now this is my problem. Mm-hmm. You perform the money move, and because you my man, I have no choice but to accept this. That's the money. I don't like that.
You ain't gotta put it on. I'm just passing it down because usually you like,
oh,
they ain't seen nothing for me.
You just forced me to participate in something I didn't want to participate in, but this is fire. What is this? Pause.
Braveheart Edition, man.
Braveheart Edition. Good looking.
All right, let's get to it.
We got a special guest. Legend. Mm-hmm. A lot of us grew up watching this man. A lot of us, you know, when it comes to bars, idolize him. Put a lot of work in.
Facts.
Had a lot of hit records. It's alright if you wanna. Yeah, I can sing that. Yeah, I can sing that. Fulfill your fantasy. Baby, in my hotel suite.
But it's
Yeah.
You can sing it.
Yeah, I can sing. What happened? Man got 31 years. Huh? Yeah, don't press nothing. I stand alone in that. Yeah. Don't join me. He said he never lost a battle. But he's one of the best out here when it comes to bar for bars. Philly legend. Round of applause for my man, Cassidy!
Yeah.
Clap it up, y'all. Yeah. What's up, my man?
Thanks for having me, Flip. Thanks for having me, G Money.
Yo, salute.
Why you gonna ask me, do we have to yell across the room like we don't talk loud?
I mean, sometime I do, sometime I be calm. You know what I mean? Might be a little hard to hear me.
How you doing, man? Welcome. It's
Thanks
good to
for
see
having
you.
me, man.
Haven't seen you about
Got
3.
a nice-looking studio, man.
Thank you very much, bro. Work hard to
Getting some
get
money, man.
Yo, what you doing?
He said.
I'm not getting no money, bro.
No?
I'm not getting no money. Why you gotta say that? Don't we watching? We're not watching you. You came in here with a nice jacket. Well, you got it for free or you bought it? Huh? You got Meek on it? You bought it or you got it for free? Did you use your status card? It looks nice. And you smoked in my studio.
I ain't see the no smoking sign, so I thought I could light up. You seen me holding it in my hand, and you looked down, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool, light it up.
True. But welcome, man. We're happy to have Ojo Side. I haven't seen it in about 2-3 years, but it's, you know.
But I got respect for you. I put it out. Normally, I would have kept it lit. Alarms would have had to go off.
So your man chill, G. He's being rude.
He said he got respect. You know?
Yeah, why you had to say the second part? Just give him respect and let's move on. There's always something with me and Philly. I don't want to have no problems today.
It is always something with you and Philly, is it?
I got respect for you. I put it out, man. Put it out right away.
How are you feeling? Ojo Side, how's everything? Take your time.
I'm excited, man. Energetic. I'm the energy, man. Just got back from the Middle East, so I'm a little mad at this weather.
Okay.
That's why I got the big coat. I ain't taking this weather the same. Plus, I've been down to Atlanta for a minute, so the weather ain't that chilly down there. I just went to Bahrain, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Dubai.
Out in Dubai, yeah, I seen you out in Dubai, right around with the little homie in the passenger side. You was
Yeah.
I seen that.
The 8, man.
Yeah.
That smart too, man. That could open up the car door, sit in the seat, jump around the car. And is a genius.
What does that feel like coming from Philly and coming from, you know what I'm saying, coming from the hood and the hustler and then being able to go out and be sitting with the 8 in your car now chilling, you know what I'm saying?
It's a blessing, man. You know, some of them animals I was seeing out there, people would never be able to see, like, you know, in person, maybe on the internet or something, but not like right close like that. Plus, it's like 0% violence out there. So I come from a hood where it's like, wow, crazy going on, and you never think it could stop. You think like that's how the whole world is. But it's out there living their life, partying, enjoying their life. Don't got to worry about getting robbed, stuck up, nothing stole from them.
Right.
Don't got to worry about nothing. Just live life. So now I know that's possible from going over there. That's the type of energy I want to bring to Philly and America, period. Because I know it's possible. I've seen it already.
Yeah.
So
hold on. What did you? So you just gonna come in here and stun on us? Like, what did you go out there for? Don't act like you just traveling. I went out there. What for? What?
Had a couple shows. You know what I mean? Couple gigs.
It was nice. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah. That's like my 10th, 11th time actually going to the Middle East.
Yeah, turn down a little.
Big bag.
Yeah, just turn down a little. I don't know. Press the button again. Press the sound effect. You'll see it on there.
Last one.
So this is my thing with you. Why are you hyping that? 10th, 11th time going to the Middle East. Like, who cares? Like, nobody cares,
that's
bro.
That's big bags right there,
like,
man.
I'm hating today. I don't want to hear nobody
bag.
outshining nothing. Okay, you went to the Middle East. Yeah, you hanging with orangutans and you seeing people there and lions and tigers and bears and they around you and nothing is happening. But Ojo Side, that is inspirational. Ojo Side, man. I think that when it comes to you, I think a lot of people would want to not, but I don't think they would want to see you do too good. And what I mean is that the perception and the stories that we hear, we're gonna talk about it a little later. You know, people don't really. I don't think people really want to see you good, especially, you know, how you present yourself. You know, you undefeated. You do what you want. You walk around. I guess, you know, all the face-offs you do. You add animation to it. You talk a lot of bullshit.
Sure.
It's not to you, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you talk your shit.
For sure.
But I do find it. I'm happy to see that you out here doing your thing and you still moving around and you able to provide for your family and by doing what you love. So I have to give you credit. Before I get into the interview and get the Queen's flip mode, I want to give you credit as a man to man. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? All right, that's enough.
I ain't got to press the button. We got to be at the whole audience now. I ain't got to press the applause button.
We're going to turn up on it. I'm
You
going
know
to
what
turn
I'm
up on
saying?
it.
Yo, so real quick, we got the whole team. It's our first time even allowing someone to bring this many people. We got the whole studio audience. So if you want to shout out so many people in the building that's in here, or they want to stay behind camera, that's cool too. If you want to shout some of them out, acknowledge some people that's in the building.
K Walker in the building, straight from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You know battle rap. You know how he carry it. DJ Unique in the building.
Salute.
The South Side.
My side, South Side, y'all side.
Most important person in my life in the building, Reggae Ratchet. She over there holding it down.
All right.
Bougie Boss, the coach in the building. Look at D-Boy, straight goon gangster in the building holding me down. Knowledge the God is in the building. Hip-hop is real. Media platform doing this thing forever.
That's the man right there.
Fred Moolah, Fred Money is in the building, man.
Okay.
Courtesy of him, we here, man. He doing a lot of behind-the-scenes PR work on top of rapping and getting to that chicken. You know what I'm saying? So we loaded up in here, man. You see the family is in here. My Merk, Marcialago, the best producer in the world, he in here. He did a couple of my new singles over there standing in the corner because he got that work. We in here, man.
Okay. Salute to the whole
My
team in the
nigga
building.
G-Hef is in the building, man. He do a lot of behind-the-scenes work, putting in that groundwork, stomping around, putting in that footwork. He in the building.
I don't know what that part means. Stomping around.
Whatever, by any means necessary, man. Whatever got to be done, he willing to do it,
I want to make sure we're on the same page.
He one of them types.
Okay.
Anything need to be done, he's willing to do it so we can move forward.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
You feel comfortable with that?
Sometimes you need that.
True. Yo, you'll maybe get at it. I'm trying to take my time.
You trying to take your time?
Yeah.
Listen, we going to get there. Yo, so everyone knows, the story, Cassidy, the deals, the touring, and all that, the TV, the battle rap, but give us a Cassidy story from Philly, growing up. Give us the early Cassidy story.
I respect y'all platform too. I know how big it is. My energy ain't up because we just came from this Chinese store. Reggae ordered all type of shit, man. House fried rice, house lo mein beef and broccoli, spring rolls, all type of.
It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
That's why you see looking a little like, you know what I'm saying? They going through something.
I'm not even worried.
That shit was hitting.
Because when it's my time to talk, we're going to talk. So, hey, relax and let the food digest and all that stuff you want to do. Hey, enjoy yourself. Yeah, get them calm. Tell us a Cassidy story like my man G. G, talk to him, G, because he...
Yeah. So, Philly, talk about early Cassidy days, growing up in Philly.
There you go.
How early?
Early.
Childhood.
That's what we go back at.
5, 6 years old. Platform. Before the rapping, before the battling, before the hustler.
5, 6 years old. This is before I moved uptown. This when I was still down North Philly. That's where I'm from, North Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So I was still down there, Victoria Street, Venango Street. I actually was just out there yesterday. I just showed them my old block where I'm from and all that. But I was out there, doing the shit that young boys do in Philly, man. At 5 and 6, playing little games. I had toys. I'm ordering wrestling fights. I was spoiled, so my mom used to take me to all of the wrestling matches and shit. I was a big wrestling fan when I was young.
Oh, so you see so many people up here, you recognize some of these characters up here then?
Yeah. I stopped watching wrestling once I got a certain age and realized that it was some bullshit. But when I was 5 or 6, I was super into it.
Mm. So you in Philly, North Philly. Mom's is there. Where Pops at?
My Pops is still alive, but he wasn't. My mom and him wasn't in a relationship. They broke up.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it was before I was born or right after I was born or some shit. I don't know, but they wasn't really together. So I seen him from here and there. I seen him a couple times, but they wasn't together. So it's me and my mom, basically.
So when you saw him...
And I got a little brother. He 11 years younger than me, though. So at that time, it was just me and her.
Mm.
When you saw him, you said here and there, it was in spurts. It wasn't was it every other weekend or every weekend, or it would be years apart or months apart?
Yeah, on my fingers and toes, I probably could count how many times I seen my dad in my life.
Respect. Did the relationship get stronger as you got older, or you just kept it, you know? Are you one of those guys that, because he wasn't around too much, you didn't rectify it, pause, as an adult? Or
And it's like one time I took a trip to Florida to see him, and I stayed like for, I don't remember, like a week or some time. So if you want to count that, like every day you wake up is another time, then I'm lying if I say on my hands and my feet. But I just count that as just one time. Like that time I flew out there to see him, that whole trip is just like, all right, one time. You know what I'm saying?
And how old were you at this time? And were you successful? Were you Cassidy, or was it before you?
Yeah, the first time I went to go see him, I was like a teenager or something. I know I was rapping, but I wasn't on yet. I wasn't like signed or successful yet.
You seen him since you been signed and successful?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. I don't know.
For sure.
The way you talking, like one of those guys that said, man, you wasn't around, man, you ain't gonna be around when I'm up.
Nah, I don't hold grudges, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever reason he wasn't around, I had to be for a good reason in his mind.
Did you ever have that
know what I'm
combo
saying?
with him, Cass?
Plus, I got sons, so, you know what I mean? He got grandkids. Even if he missed my whole life, he could still catch up. He still got shit he could do in this world. So I ain't gonna hold grudges, be like, yo, I don't fuck with you no more and all that. You know what I mean? And my oldest son is about to be 20, and I was there like every day of his life. So he can't even tell you how many times he seen me, because he seen me then every day of his life. If I'm not on the road or doing something, he see me all the time. So he can't even tell you how many times he seen me. So me becoming that father might have been me not having a father figure around. And then when I got like around like 10, 11 years old, my mom got with her husband now, my stepfather. So, you know what I mean? When you like an only child, and I know I got a real dad, I ain't really take him in right away. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was beefing, I ain't even really with him like that. But as time went past and I see him support my mom, seeing how good of a he was, and you know what I mean? How much love he had for me. As time passed, I started with him, and he started being like a father figure too. So.
That's real. That's real. What did moms do? What was her occupation? Like, what did she do, like, as far as, like, when you were younger? Was she working?
Yeah, my mom was working at the time. She was working at Atlantic Financial. And she was like bartending and managing a bar at the same time. So she was like hustling.
And
like she was always working back then until she like got with my step-pop. When she got with him, she might have had a few jobs, but she ain't really work, you know what I'm saying?
Because he stepped up.
Yeah.
So mom's was probably the first hustler you seen growing up.
For sure. I mean, I think she was the first person I see, and she was a hustler, so guess you're right.
What? Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
Crazy.
She was the first person I seen. Like, you stop. Like, we're
He
not
said
rapping, we
was
talking.
She one of the first. I mean, I like.
That's
I
a
could,
rap. You rappers, we just talking regular. Talk regular.
He said
I
he
am.
rapping.
That's fine. Like,
I am
literally,
talking
she
on-
would be the first person you see when you get out the hospital, but not necessarily, because you'll see the doctor that's pulling you out. Pause. So that wouldn't be mom.
That's what I said. So it might not be. I might have seen a doctor first, and he could be a hustler. So I don't want to lie and say yeah, it was my mom. I don't know.
So
right.
That's dope though. Yo, so I know a lot of hoods are similar, right? Like we all come from different hoods and different areas, but like if you could paint a picture for me about Philly, like what's different about Philly growing up that you can kind of describe to us, like what was it like being on the block? What was the atmosphere in Philly growing up?
I don't think I realized it while I was in Philly because that's all I knew. But like when we went back yesterday, and I done seen the whole world. Like I just told you, I done been in Middle East wild time, seen the world and seen how people living. And then you go back there and you see them conditions.
Right.
You realize how up you had it. But when I was a kid growing up down there, I felt like I had everything I wanted. Like I was cool. I was like, I mean, I was comfortable with it. I like Philly. When I was young, I ain't really see no problem with it.
Right.
When did you first go outside? Like, so, because, like, you said your brother is 11 years younger than you, so that means when you was 11, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, when did you first go outside? At what age you stepped outside?
I got an older brother, too.
Yeah.
It's not like my biological brother, but it's my brother. He 11 years older than me. And,
What is it, 11s? What?
that's big.
That's crazy, yeah.
My family, yeah.
Now you want to act like, yo.
For real, the 11 is
Talk to
big,
him,
man.
Talk to him. Now you want to act like it's a family thing of 11s. Was you good luck? Like, it's luck?
My mom 11 years older than her sister.
Oh, nah.
My mom birthday 111.
There's no more corner over there, Flip. There's no closet. There's no closet with it no more.
What are you talking about? What is he talking about?
Was it planned out then? You think it's
Was it
planned out?
11s?
I don't think it's planned out. It just happened like that, man.
That's crazy.
But the older brother that's 11 years older than me, like he was super in the street. You know what I mean? He was a hustler, a real. So, you know what I mean? He showed me a lot, got me into the streets early, got me boxing early. That's how I got nice with my hands.
Yeah, I heard you could fight, yeah.
Super fighting when I'm like 5, 6 years old. I'm super sharp before I even knew really even what I was doing all the way. Is like he had me in that bag from young. So I was in the streets with him far back as I could remember. You know what I mean? He had me right there with him. And had super respect for me because he was respected in the hood. And I'm like his little brother. I knew he loved me to death. So I was getting like a lot of respect and was like laying out the red carpet for me my whole life. And it just seemed normal. I ain't really understand it until I got older, the reason why.
So at what age did you start rapping?
Like my mom and my dad both rapped before I was born. So I was like born rapping, like, you know what I'm saying, in the hip hop and in the music and rap. But you know, I would play with it, say other people raps and flip it and write rhymes here and there, like have my own little phrases and shit. I wasn't taking it serious until like the 4th grade. When I was in the 4th grade is when I really started taking rap serious.
Whose song was you flipping back then?
I don't remember exactly, but some of my favorite songs was like The Vapors from Biz Markie, Microphone Fiend from Rakim, and you know what I'm saying, records like that like inspired me to want to rap. I got it made by Special Ed. Records like those was like records that made me want to rap. Like,
who? Okay, so when we were younger watching Philly Style, who created that?
Fresh Prince's first album. Like, this was before I was rapping. I was a kid. He was from Philly. Like, I was super young, and I remember just playing that back to back. That had me, like, how he was piecing up them stories, like telling stories in rhyme form. And that was so complex to me back then. I know it's not, might not be now since I'm super grown. But when you a kid, it's like that was super advanced. He was, like, nice. So he inspired me to want to rap, too.
So who, like the Philly Style, as far as the bars things, who would you credit that to? You see how you guys rapping, how you put your bars together. Y'all all have like at that time, a similar way of flowing and rapping. Who would you say who was the first person you saw do that? Whether they were known or in the streets, who did you see rap in that
As
formation?
far as what? What you mean?
I don't know how to explain it. Philly got a way of rapping. Back in the days when y'all was rapping, y'all all had this way of rapping and putting the bars together. You know how New York rap different?
Well, actual bars, like how I rap, with like similes, metaphors, punchlines all the time. Like, I started that. Like, nobody never did that style before me. Like, you know what I mean? And now that we got the internet, and it's not just like you could say some, like, all right, whatever. Like now you got the internet. Like, you know what I'm saying? My just dated how I was rapping like this, coming with punchlines and being super creative. Mm-hmm. And I never heard nobody do it before in this style. The closest person before me to even do any type of like spaced out type of flows, like that was like super crazy, you know what I'm saying, is the people that I give props to. Like Cannabis, he came before me, he was super lyrical, like he inspired me. Like Big L, like Lord Finesse, like Cool G Rap, okay. Like KRS-One for sure, like Scarface, like all of them dudes played a part in me developing this style I created. But none of them was punching. None of them had like similes and metaphors until like later days. The later ones I named, like Big L and Cannabis. Mm-hmm. But Big L would do it more scattered. Like, you know what I'm saying? People wasn't even ready for punches yet. So his was coming sometimes every 4 bars, every 6 bars. You know what I mean? They was hitting hard, but they wasn't as consistent as when I came. You know what I mean? Cannabis came with a more consistent, he was doing more figurative language back to back, right? So never heard that. That's why he was so crazy. But he was doing it in a more like backpacker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm lyrical, but I'm like talking about the stars and the skies. He wasn't doing it like street, like Big L or like some other rappers. So I mixed all that together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being creative, the lyrics, the vocabulary, like even the choice of certain words that use. Only backpackers and like super smart could use these words I use. But I'm putting it in like the way talking the streets. I'm not just rhyming like I'm reading from a dictionary. Even if I use bigger words, I put it in a way where you understand it even if you don't know the word. That form didn't exist before me.
Was there anybody in the neighborhood of Philly at the time when you was coming up that was rapping that you could say, yo, you know, that was outside? Because, you know, we always have that person outside that's rapping before us that you say, yo, I like that person or that person, I looked up to that person, or no. It's just that you strictly got your inspiration from known artists.
No, I don't know. I got my inspiration from all type of stuff.
Okay.
But this form of the science that I put together is original. It's like I took a little bit of piece of what I like from everybody, but then I started to understand it better. Like it's a science to being nice. I used to think it was just luck or you just sporadically get nice, but it's like a science to it. And once I learned it, I started to master that. So I really knew how to do what I wanted to do. And that's why I started doing it all the time.
Got you. Like
I know how to punch and impress somebody in a line, right? So if I know, that's when I used to hear like Lord Finesse say, we could battle, I let you pick the winner. I drop heavy like I had bricks for dinner, right? And he say something like this, like, so it's like pick the winner is 4 syllables. Bricks for dinner, that's 4 syllables. That's already advanced, still rhyming 1 syllable to this day. So in the early 90s or the 80s, it's talking like this. And there's a punch too, because the drop heavy like you had bricks for dinner is figurative language. So like that was me up. But if I had to wait for that to come, and I knew that's what impressed me so much, imagine if I did stuff like that back to back. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even get a time to register the first one before another one coming. That's going to make me the best, because nobody ever rapped like that before. Nobody never did that. So once I do it and I really stick to the science, every syllable is pieced and everything I'm saying making sense, but I'm punching every line, it's going to change the game. And that's what it did. The game never been the same since then. It's like, they not going to market and promote that. I'm not connected to them. They not going to push that and let you know. But do your research. YouTube, all this shit. Oh, look, the game never been the same since then. So they had to take it in a different direction. They knew to be lyrical after that came, it's too much. So now we don't even got to worry about lyrics no more. That's when it started to switch. And started to catch waves like, you know, Lil Jon and the down south, and start snapping, and it wasn't about lyrics. It was about vibes, and it's been like that ever since. It never went back yet, because in order to go back, you got to either at least start where it left off. Like where I left it off, you gotta at least start there. And can't even start there. So it's like, and they don't want to do nothing. Gotta do something. They ain't gonna just let that be the only thing they could do. So they gonna flip it around, make other shit. And that's what we got going on right now.
But do you blame the artists or do you blame the people that's the listeners? You know, because everyone's attention span is so fast now. Everyone, you know, they don't have time to sit there and listen to the lyrics anymore now. They want the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get back to that?
Nah, I disagree. I think music always have vibes. Like when I was young, you know what I'm saying, we had MC Hammer. Doom, 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 can't touch this. Even though the beat per minute was different, all of the dances went to that beat per minute. Every dance to MC Hammer, you could do the Heavy D, you could do any dance that's out to that beat per minute. So that's what made it fire. He ain't have to be really rapping or talking. That is a vibe, right? That was always around. You know what I'm saying? When they give a about lyrics, because in every predicament, you can't listen to lyrics. It's not like, you know, every time you watch TV, you don't want to watch a deep thriller where you got to pay attention to everything they saying and everything that's going on, or you going to miss the whole.
Right.
It's like people might love them type of movies, but just every day, all day, you might not could do that. You might want to watch a comedy where you could look away, talk to your friend for 5 minutes and look back, and it's like you ain't even miss. All right, cool. That's a good movie too. I want some action, just shooting up. I'm seeing blood. And I don't even, the storyline dumb as, but it's just a bunch of shooting and shit. I want to see that sometime. Cool. That's the same thing with music. But at the end of the day, it is people that like thrillers and want to think. So what about them? Can't lead them out.
That's what I'm saying. Like right now, it's a lot more of the quote unquote vibe than the you know.
I don't think that's true neither. It's all about like what the industry want to push at the time, and they gonna push what's beneficial for them to make money. They not in it caring about the culture or what people want to hear or what people think. Or niggas is in this for the bag, bro. So whatever we can make the most money with at the time, that's what we gonna do. And it's way easier to control somebody that don't got no lyrics and don't got no mind and can't think. It'd be way easier to make money off them than somebody that's super lyrical. Because if you super lyrical, you got to have some type of intellect. You can't be super lyrical, have this vocabulary, say all this figurative shit, and blow people's mind every time you rap, but be dumb as shit. You got to have some type of smarts. So if you start signing all these lyrical, you're going to start getting businessmen and that's going to start knowing they worth and demanding it and doing different shit like I used to see in the late 90s and when I came around in the early 2000s. That's how it was moving. And that's too much. You rather deal with that don't know and just keep flipping them around. Like, get tired of this one, move to the next one. And that's how the fans is, too. They not dedicated to nobody. It's like, yo, you hot at the time, you hot. You not hot tomorrow, the next hot. We like the next that's hot. We not, like, connected to these. We not, like, loyal fans. We just pop ride the wave fans. And that's what the media the business want to attack, those type of fans. Because those are the ones that's going to buy music.
Right.
I have an issue. Here's my issue. So when you speak to other people, right, after you, right, like Reed Dollars or Joey Jihad or whoever rapping, they pay respect to Cassidy.
Yeah.
Right? But I just asked you a question. And I guess it's an industry, not an industry answer, but you're good at answering questions, but you're not better than me. So we're going to, yeah. So I ask you again, I'm going to go right back to it.
Okay.
Because, like I said, when you ask other people, if I interview Reed, if I interview anybody, who was doing it? You know, Cass or Beans and stuff. So I'm going to ask you now, for knowledge, whether it's for knowledge of the hip-hop, even though I know, I'm asking you, like, who back in the days before you came up was doing it that you can see that was making noise outside, that was rapping? I asked you a different question, but that's what I want to know. That one. I asked you a different question, because now you can reverse it on me. I just picked what I did. But
it was a bunch of
Yeah. Who?
From the city?
From the city, yes.
One of them you just said, Beans. I met him before, you know. I got a deal. I got on. He was buzzing. He was super lyrical. Had the city on smash. Then he got all of them state property niggas, and they put that together, so they all start buzzing. But for them, You had Philly's Most Wanted. They was buzzing. They had some big records out. Major Figures was super big, but for that, like they like in the city, it felt like they like inspired the state property run. Like for Hove to put all of them dudes together like that was like kind of like a Major Figure thing. But Major Figures had the streets on fire. They ain't really have no mainstream success like that. But if you was in the streets of Philly, you knew about them. They was like stars. Like everybody knew they line for line. They was like big. Charlie Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? She got on. She was big, spitting, doing with wild, famous people all out in New York and different states and Eve was on before me. You know what I'm saying? Eve was doing it big. She was spitting plaques and just doing it crazy big from the city.
My God.
So she was popping.
I love this guy.
There's a lot of motherfuckers in the city that was doing their thing.
I love this guy.
All the way back from Schoolie D that inspired Ice-T and all these gangster rappers to be gangster rappers. Like was talking from back then. You know what I'm saying? Before Cool C and Steady B got locked up, they was talking that can't leave out EST. He like a real, you know what I mean? That all inspired me, all paved the way for me to do what I do. Like earlier I told you Will Smith, another nigga, The Roots, and they whole camp of spitters that they had, even from the beginning.
And you forget like, how many fire artists Philly
Yeah,
had.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying.
I mean, we know it's there, but to see and hit a list right now in the show is just crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of them from there.
Fire.
It's a lot of them from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I know I'm leaving a lot of people out because, you know, it's right on the spot, but it's a lot of motherfuckers from the city that inspired me in different ways.
That's dope though. You mentioned Will Smith though. Like nobody really gives him credit for the rap. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime I tell people like, yo, I used to Will Smith back in the days, like he's fire. You know what I'm saying? They like corny, like, but he early on paved the way. Like you know what I'm saying? Clean bars, clean music, but still got hit records. Like you can't put that nothing past that man. You know what I'm saying? And you're the first person I heard probably ever.
And two, that's why I understand why kids might like certain music that I might not be into right now. Because when I was a kid, I probably was liking stuff that I told you. My older brother that was 11 years older than me, he wasn't listening to that shit. You know what I mean? So when I'm riding in the car with my mom, that's all I'm playing. But when I get around him, we listening to some different shit, listening to gangster shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand.
Yo, so going back to when you started rapping, right? Because I want to hear the story of when you started to feel the confidence and you started to really know that you were getting nice now. You said earlier that you used to recite other artists' music and you used to flip it around, put your own twist to it. But like, when did you start to get the confidence? Like, who gave you the co-sign? Like, yo, Cass.
Nah, I never stole nobody else's raps. I would just
you said
like
you was
use
reciting
song
that.
format and do my own rap. But like I started writing early in my life, like to Genesis games. Like I see y'all got the Nintendo, y'all got them old systems right there. You put in a Genesis game and you go to options. It'll play the music from whatever board that you put the number to. So a lot of them was like not really hip hop type beats, but some boards had some knocking beats on it. So you go to the option mode. In the option mode, it'll make it loop like our CD would now, or something will just keep coming back. It'll just keep playing. So we'll put that shit on and write raps to that. Those was the first songs I made. But I wasn't really counting them because I was playing. I wasn't taking it serious. I wasn't really thinking I wanted to be a rapper. It just like was something to do. So I wasn't counting that. But in the 4th grade, like I told you, that's when I really knew I wanted to be a rapper. When I wrote my first real rap, for real, like a real rap, and I said it to the classroom, and they went crazy, like, and they went so crazy and was asking me all these questions, and they couldn't believe how dope I was, and I'm like, yo, I could shock people by just thinking of something, writing it down, and say it, and you could, like, make people go crazy like this. I'm like, once I seen that, I'm like, I want to be a rapper. So ever since then, I wanted to be the best, and I ain't have no bills, no kids, no responsibilities. I ain't even know about getting money from rap. I just knew I wanted to be the best at doing what I just did.
So how you start rapping? And you in class? You start rapping to the class, like, or it was like a certain talent show or something?
It was
in
an
class?
after school program. You know, the teacher going around asking what you gonna be when you grow up, saying doctor, lawyer, fireman, like that, the generic answers.
Right.
So when she get to me, I'm like, I'm gonna be a rapper, just on some playing around. But flipped it on me like, all right, if you're gonna be a rapper, write a rap about the fire prevention program. Come back and say it to the class, and we'll let you know if you could be a rapper or not. And everybody like, oh yeah, hyped it all up and shit. So I'm like, all right, man. And that's when I had to go home and like focus on my first rap. But I did, and I wrote this shit, and I came back and I said it the next day, and that's what they did. They went crazy. So that's how, ever since then, I've been like serious.
That's fine.
And then from there, the battling start.
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
The battling ain't starting the 4th grade.
This whole 4th grade shit. You still in the 4th grade?
It ain't start then.
Oh, so you started early. You still in the 4th.
Yeah, I started battling a little after that. Like, you know what I mean? When I was like 12, 13 years old, when I really started battling.
And that's like in school, lunchrooms and shit like that?
Yeah, anywhere, on the block, anywhere. Rap that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's when I started getting more confident. By the time I was 15, that's when I battled every day. Like, nobody could say they rap. And I'm not going to go at them. Like, soon as you say you rap or you like rap or whatever, I just was going off. Like, that's how I got a deal and everything. Like, from that. I never did no demo, never did no songs. It's like, I just was rapping all the time, man. It's like every time, every day I was just rapping. And that's how I got on.
So we would hear like Philly guys come down to New York and battle, right? And do the rap and stuff like that, right? But that was like after you. That's when I started hearing about it, after you. During your days, you didn't come to New York and battle, did you? Or were you just going to the studio and rapping for people?
I ain't get out here in New York. Like, I got on this radio. All right, let me tell you. One of my first managers, rest in peace, was William Hart, the lead singer of the Delphonics. They from Philly. One of my homies on the block was hearing me just go crazy on the porch, and he was like super impressed. He like, yo, I want to introduce you to my uncle, man. He was in the music business. He might help you out. So he brought me over there. He started like managing me, giving me advice, telling me how he got robbed for his publishing and all this shit he wrote and what he went through. It's like really schooling me, put me on or whatever. And he had a studio in his house. One of his sons, rest in peace to his son too. His son passed away, Khalid, but he used to produce for me. He used to work the studio, so that was the first like opportunity I got to record. So while I'm over there working with him, he got another son that worked at the radio station, but he did like slow jams and quiet storms and shit like that. But he was telling me about a named Zulu. It's another DJ that got a different show, and he do battles on the show. And he like, yo, you so nice, you be battling all the time, you need to call up that show. So I listened to the show one day, heard how it went down, and then I called the next day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, back in the day when you used to call, I don't know how it go now because I would never call a radio. But back then, you call a radio, this be busy, right? Then if you get a ring, this just ring forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep ringing. So I'm thinking they never gonna pick up. I'm ready to hang up. And all of a sudden they come, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, who this? And I'm like, what the f? That like, they said it so loud and quick, and it just like me up that they even picked up. So when they said that, I'm like, the boy B. That wasn't my rap name, but my name Bars, that's like my name. People in the hood call people the boy something, or the boy James, the boy Josh, the boy David, like, and I was the boy B. So when they asked me, what's your name? I just told them my real name, the boy B. They recorded that, and they put up, tonight we got the boy B. And that's how I came on. So that's how I got the name the boy B and started battling on the radio. It was like every weekday, Monday through Friday. So I was battling like 5 times a week. And once you become the champion, everybody know they calling to battle you, but you don't even know who calling in. And then all of the fans got to call in and vote for who they feel is the one. I became the champion for that, started winning for months and months and months. Started winning so much they had to retire me, and they made me a radio personality to judge other people's battles. That's how I got like big. Like when I first met Beans, he told me he was a super fan, used to listen to it every day. Like the whole city had the highest ratings. It shut the city down. Like everybody knew the cypher about to come on. Everybody tuned in. It was like a big thing. And I was the champion. That was my so, but back then there's no social media. People don't know how I actually look. They just hear my voice on the radio every day winning these battles. So I was just like determined to connect the face and how I really am with this battle image. So I was going to Broad Island. That's like a bus terminal down the street from the Central High School where I went. But all of the schools in the city normally meet up there because that's where like all the buses and the trains meet. And I used to have ciphers there every day, battling there every single day to match the name up with the face. And after about like a year or two of that, I was signed.
You got signed while you was in Philly, or did you come to New York? Because I heard you came to New York and did some rapping.
Nah, I had to come to New York, but the first time I went to New York, I had met Shaheem from the Wu-Tang Clan. Mm-hmm. I had met him in Philly. And I was down like somewhere downtown. He was coming out of a sneaker store. I don't remember all of the details, but somehow I was like rapping for him. He was like super impressed, took my information, then got with me and told me he wanted me to come out here. This was my first time coming out New York. You know what I'm saying? Came out here to come see him. And it's all wrong, man. I was like a young boy. I ain't really know how to move around New York. I'm calling him from the bus. Then he told me to come to Staten Island. So now I got to get on a ferry and do all of this shit. My first time out here. Spinning me around all super crazy. I still never got to get with him. Never got to get with the Wu. Never got to get with nobody. Just came out here on some like he said, I forgot the reason he made up what happened, man. But you know, I don't even give a at that point.
You by yourself
I don't
too?
even give a about your explanation. Like I'm supposed to be meeting the Wu. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came out there, I don't meet nobody. And I bring two of my so now, and now we got to take the ferry back. By the time we get to the bus station, the bus is not running. We damn near sleeping in the bus station waiting to get back to the city. It was like a horrible moment, man, my first time in New York. But I met TD, Swiss Pop in Philly in a barbershop. And he took a liking to me and he called me out to New York to meet the rest of his family and all that. So that was my next time out to New York. And it was like a way better time then.
Damn, so what would have happened if you did, link with them and met the Wu? Like, it could have been a whole nother story with Cassidy right now.
Yeah, you never know, man.
So hold on. So you Swiss Pops, you said his father, right? Took a liking to you, called you to New York. Then you went into New York, then did he have the studio and all that stuff? Like, you went and did the whole rapping in the studio for him because you had to rap for somebody.
Nah. I rapped for him he was in a barbershop. He stopped in a barbershop. My old barber from Philly, his name's Sharp. He rapped too. You know what I'm saying? So T started talking to him about his rapping and all that. And he like, man, I rap, you know what I mean? But I don't really take it serious like that. But you want a real rapper like that's super nice, you need to have this Cassidy. So he called me to the barbershop, like, yo, I got some bald hair. He want to hear you. But I ain't know who he was talking about. But like I said, at this time, it don't matter. Anytime you say anything about rap or anything, I'm just ready to go. So I just go to the barbershop. I see the old head boy. He got on a Ruff Ryder hat or something, but he not DMX. Like, I don't know who this is. Like, who boy? Like, I never seen him before. So I don't think he nobody. I'm just like, all right. I just start blacking out. Rap for like 5 minutes. He like, let me hear some more. Once he said that, now I just rap for like probably 30, 45 minutes straight. And he was like, I him up. He never seen nothing like it before. Took my information, told me he was going to call me out there, but I ain't even know who boy was. I ain't take it serious. Couple days later, my mom paged me. This when beepers was out and I'm in school. I know my mom ain't going to page me unless it's something serious. She paged me, yo, you meet some dude named Terrence from New York with the Ruff Ryders or something like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I did meet some old head boy the other day from in the barbershop. She's like, oh, well, he says brothers is the CEOs of Ruff Ryders and they want you to come out New York and I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up, for real? Like, she told me the whole story. Left school, got with my and went to New York.
And that was a better situation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and that led you to get signed. Did you get signed the first time you went out there? I mean, actually, obviously it's the second time, but did you get signed the first time you met with them?
Nah, I only got to meet Y the first time. Y was at the office, and T told him about me, and we went up in the meeting. But see, I went out there with Shiz Lansky and Kyle Akbar. I was just with Shiz yesterday. Those was the two members of my group, Larceny. But we wasn't a group when we went out there. I was called out there by myself. T and them wanted me to come out there myself. I just know they rap, and they was like, you know, my team, like I them. So I just brought them with me. And when we get downstairs from the meeting, I'm like, yo, man, I'm about to go up in there and rap for these. They never heard me before. They don't know if we a group or if we not, or they don't know. Like, y'all know my raps. I know y'all's. I mean, we gonna get in there and back each other up. And whatever happens, happens. So we went in there like that and rapped for a while. And they were super impressed, but we had to wait for D. He was in Miami. So we waited up there. And D eventually came and heard us. And we had to move around for a little minute. They ain't signed us like right away. But it ain't take that long. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not too long after we got around, we got signed.
And while you was in New York, at this time that we talking, this period of time, did you battle anybody?
Yeah, like, that's what had to come first. Like, you know what I'm saying? They heard us getting busy for them. Like, you know, just when we met them. But now they want to see if it's like how everybody else going to feel about this shit, or, you know what I mean? So they bringing us around and, okay, you said you rap, we got somebody for you. We got somebody for you. And we was in the Yonkers studio where it was like, it was coming all day. Like, different artists from different places was coming all day. And every time they come, it just was on.
Who did you battle that was known? Who did you battle at that time?
I don't know, man. I battled a lot more, man.
Anybody beat you?
I even battled people that were signed to Ruff Ryders. Like, they were signed already, and I wasn't. And I had to even battle them. But, you know, I got relationships with them people. I don't want to bring up no old battle. And
Respect,
like, oh, you
okay.
lost the cast, and now it's something new. And I don't,
Yeah, respect. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got that.
But I definitely had to go through, I had to go through something. They feel like they got the dopest in the world, so they're not just signing anybody. I had to prove that I was giving it up. And so even after I got signed, we went on a whole nother run of me battling. After I was signed to them.
Oh, yeah? Now,
instead of like testing you out, like, oh yeah, you said you rap, let me see what you can do. Now it's like, nah, we got him. Like, nobody could f with him. Now we running around saying that.
Did you battle known?
A lot of them.
Okay, and you won?
A lot of them. And
did you win?
I never lost.
I don't know if you never lost.
I never lost.
I can't confirm this. We not doing this never lost stuff. Stop. Yo, man. Why you hyping him for?
Never lost. Never will, right, Cass?
Never.
Tell this man, he don't know, man.
So you never lost. You just don't want to. All right. So nobody beat you?
Nah, never.
You sure? So give us this. Who came the closest to doing the best? Who would you say, like, when I battled this person, Flip, it was neck and neck?
That time when I battled myself, that's the hardest one.
Let's go.
That was like, I gotta say, that was the hardest battle I ever been in.
Yeah, nah. Why you put the box on the table, G? He don't deserve that.
This is someone's time.
Already?
I waited.
That was a hot line to you?
Not a hot line.
He seemed like he was serious, right?
It was a hot line. It was a hot line. He battled himself. That's the only person he had competition with.
Right.
I said, hey, yo.
You know, the sad thing about it is that, you know, it's okay to give credit. It's okay to give credit. It's okay to say, yo, Flip. But you just battled yourself, and yourself was your hardest opponent. right?
For sure.
Man, shut your ass up, man.
For sure.
Like, come on, it shocked me too. I thought you was gonna say something. Yeah, I know he is.
You're not playing.
So you was coming out to New York because that was a thing too back in the days. Like, well, like I said, like your era I really didn't know about, but the era after, you know what I mean? I just knew when you was on, you was hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once I came out here, I moved to New York. I lived in Yonkers.
The thing about it though, the thing what it was is that people from out of town, you know, that was a trophy when they come to New York and they win it in battles. Puffy or whoever will let you rap in the studio, go ahead, and it will determine certain things. Now you saying, without saying any names, that you know you had the battle, but because you did so good and was so successful that you know nobody beat you, you just got signed, right?
After I got signed, it went from the test run to me feeling obligated to hold the team down. So once I got signed to Ruff Ryders, you know, the Locks, Kiss, Styles, X, they all drag, they all used to battle. Eve too, before I came around, they all used to battle. But once I came around, none of them battled no more. They didn't have to. Like, you had to go through me, and nobody could get through me.
Did you
so
battle?
That's why they never had to battle no more.
Did you battle any of them?
I told you I battled people that were signed to Ruff Ryders.
Did you battle
before.
any of them that you just called?
I told you I battled people that were signed to Ruff Ryders before I was.
All right, so I'm gonna just assume that they washed you. So I'm gonna just assume that I'm gonna go that direction. I'm gonna assume that they washed you, because I don't think you'd be disrespecting anybody if you battled them and had a good, and you know, because you're battling with writtens, right? And you're not insulting them. It's just the best who has the best writtens and the punchlines. And a lot of people that you mentioned, they battled, yes. Drag, Kiss, Styles, you know, back in the days. I don't know, was J Hood around at that time?
Like, I don't know if J Hood was around.
Okay.
I don't really count him. Like, I
got
wasn't. He got a battle on his own. But what I'm saying is, nobody could battle them. Like, nobody could battle the Locks. Nobody could battle Eve. Nobody could battle Drag.
Why you keep calling Eve name, Lord?
No, these are the people that
Eve was battling too?
In my mind, nobody can battle them. Like, you got to go through me. And nobody could get through me. That's why they didn't have to battle no more. If somebody would have got through me, then you would have heard about one of them battling after I came around.
I see what you're saying. I got you.
But they never battled again because nobody could get through me.
So can you tell us a battle that not saying who won or who didn't, can you tell us a battle that you had with somebody that had to go through that is currently successful or not successful or was successful at one point? That, I battled this person.
I mean, I don't know how you measure success. I battled a lot of different people, man.
Yo, stop.
I'm not really like I'm not going to
name
say,
drop.
yo, I battled him, and like, cause I don't really want to. These battles you talking about was so long ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like to bring it up right now. It's like a clout chasing move. Like, why would you do that? Like, you beat me all that. Like,
you what? You what?
You beat me, but it's so long ago. Why would you say that?
So that's what the person will say to themselves.
Yeah, like, why would he?
Nobody will say that, bro.
I know they will.
Nobody will say that.
I know they will. I know if I name the people, like names y'all know, like that's gonna stick out. Like, oh, you battle him, and they like, yo. And I just told you I never lost. I said that before you said all this. So that means I had to beat this. So now I want to know, yo, you let Cassidy beat you, yo? Like, what happened? Like, how Cassidy beat him? Like, how the that happened? Like, now is more questions and more. Now got to ask more because you can't just let that go.
I mean, everybody that was around is going to assume they talk about them now. They're going to. It's going to be, you know, that they're going to assume that.
Assumptions is better than me saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, could assume whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you're not wrong for assuming that I could beat anybody. Like, any name you come up with, assuming that I could beat them is like, I don't think
you can beat anybody. I'm just being honest.
I mean,
I don't think you can beat anybody. There's a lot of people that you can't beat. But I'm gonna let you run with that narrative. I'm pretty sure back in the days, you know, fresh new young blood, you were coming in here and you going, and you know, you had that serious look on your face. You were aggressive. You look like you ready to bite somebody's face off. Pause. So it could be intimidating. I can see that. I can see that.
I don't know what gonna beat me with. What you think a person gonna beat me with? Out rapping me? No, man. How you gonna battle me with a style that I made up? I just explained it to you. This whole is mine.
You did say it.
So if I do it and he do the same against me and y'all think he did good, it's like cool. But I'm still winning. That's my. Nobody advanced the science past what I took it to.
I see you said that earlier.
Nobody did. No. Like I never heard more figurative language, like more punchlines in somebody verse than I ever spit. I never heard rhyming more syllables and just like I never heard.
Hold on. Now you talking about.
Let me hear it.
Conceded. Hold
on. I mean, I was talking about real rappers. You want to talk about battle rappers?
Oh, my fault. I'm just saying.
Like, they make so many mistakes like that I can mention, but I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like nobody could f with me. Like, Conceited wouldn't even have no style at all if it wasn't for me. He can't say he got his style from nobody else but me. Every time you hear him, you just think of me. Everybody.
Get that nigga on.
Everybody.
Don't talk about Khan like that. Stop playing. Don't talk about my man like that.
And it take time to grow.
Don't talk about my man like that in front of me.
Nah, when people first come out, like, you know what I'm saying, as time go on, you start to be like, all right, that's just him. But when you first heard him rapping like that, you thought it like, everybody thought of me. You never heard nobody rap like, oh, he's trying to be like Cassidy. Everybody said that. Went through that forever.
In the beginning stages, but he
went through that forever because that's my style.
He upgraded it tremendously.
He did. Let me hear it.
I can't play it for you right now. I can't play it.
Rap the rap that you feel he said that's an upgrade.
I don't want to.
I want to hear it.
To slow it down. The triple double entendre.
I want to hear the actual rap.
You don't do triple entendres and stuff like that.
I want to hear the actual rap.
You don't do that. It upgraded, brother. Upgraded. It upgraded. Regardless of what congratulations, you started a wave. Yeah, it upgraded.
I don't think so.
You don't think it upgraded?
Hell no.
So you think that Khan, just using him as an example, might have taken your style, because people did compare him and say he rapped at a point, I remember that, and just kept it the way you were doing it or did it at a standard lower than yours. That's what you're saying. Because that's what I'm taking it as. If he didn't upgrade it, which would be higher, that means he either did it on the same level or lower.
Yeah, lower. Like, why you acting like you confused about it? Like, yeah, lower.
I am.
Lower. Yeah, lower. He did it lower than me. Like,
all right. Let's go before we get. All right. I am confused. So anyway, you rapped. Nah, you ain't gonna talk about my man like that. I don't like this. Give me lower. Never.
So higher?
Yes.
Than Cass?
Yes.
So say the rap. You don't even know none of his raps.
I don't know anybody
All you know
raps.
is slow it down.
Yeah.
No, if he was a good rapper and you liked him that much, you would know at least a couple
I'm
bars.
not sitting here spitting nobody's raps right now.
Everybody got
That's
a
the
favorite
trick
rapper
niggas
right
do.
now.
That's the trick, the old school trick. Yeah, spit it. No.
I ask to do that all the time. Be like, yo, such and such, you heard his new song is hot. I'm like, what he said? Don't know nothing.
Nobody wants to regurgitate anybody's lines for somebody else on demand. No, I'm not going to do that.
How is it hot then? Hot stuff you remember.
Who said I didn't remember it? I was there for half of his battles.
You don't, because you ain't say nothing.
I don't want to. I'm not going to do it on cue, because you'll be like, oh, that's whack. No, I know your tricks. I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Not me. No, pause. I'm not falling for that. But, okay. Sorry, G. You got me tight, G. I know you got the box here.
Nah, I fuck with Khan. He's super talented, but it's not like you could put him up there with me. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, not even just with battle rap alone. Better yet, all the other I do outside of battle rap. Like, he don't even know what to do in the studio. Can he even ride a beat? Like, you never even heard him probably on a beat before, except that one. Like, when you heard him on beat, you don't even know if this could make a song and you trying to compare him to me. That's not cool.
I'm not trying to compare him.
I did too much and put this style on for too long to be compared to somebody like
But you also,
Khan.
as being the inventor
no
of...
respect to him. But
I'm just
talking about all of these battle rap. Like, can't compare me to them.
As being the inventor of the style...
Because I master battle rap. Can't beat me in that. And I do wild other shit.
As being the inventor of the style, you should
I wrote for my favorite rappers. That I looked up to before I even thought about rapping, I wrote for them. Wrote for them, gave them bars, and they batting their eyes and took it.
Yes.
So why would I think, like, come on, these
By being the inventor of that style, you should be proud.
And I didn't just write battle rap bars.
And on top of that, you ducked Mook for a long time. You ducked Mook on top of that, you ducked Mook for a long time.
It was on beat. Crazy.
And you ducked Murder Mook for a long time. We never get to that yet.
I never ducked Mook. Mook came wild years after me. Mook started talking that shit after I got signed. I'm the reason why Mook blew up. All them Smack DVDs, why he got attention was mentioning my name. He'd let you know that. I'm the reason why Mook got all that attention. It wasn't from battle rap. Never seen no battles back then. They just knew Mook was calling out Cassidy. And everybody else was scared of me because they know I was going to give it to them.
I heard it was.
If somebody else with a bigger name that was worth it at the time would have said that, they would have died. But Mook, you don't got no record, you don't got no deal, and battle rap ain't even big like what it is right now. What is you? You don't even matter. I told you what I'm coming back for. You don't got that type of money. I'm not battling for this little DVD shit y'all doing. Like I'm beyond that. I already told you I'm not coming back till I get $250,000. Before Mook started doing all that shit he was doing, I already said that. So it's like me, I am battle rap. I gave these the lane.
Give me a second.
When I first seen Mook, when he was doing all that shit on the DVD, and I ran down on Mook in the airport, you want to know what Mook told me? Yo, my told me in order to be the best, you got to go against the best, and you the best. That's what he told me. Just like all them other battle rappers that you mentioned, and they know I'm the best. So it's like, come on, man.
So, I'm talking about I'm from New York. Sit up a little bit because the mic is blocking your face. I want the world. Yeah, all right, cool. I want to look you in your eyes. I'm from New York, right? So I'm speaking from the New York standpoint. I don't know all that sign. I just know a from New York that was coming up, that was killing the DVDs, was calling you out. They had a couple of dollars, and you said no. That's all I know at the time.
Money.
That's all we remember. We don't remember all this other fancy shit. Airport. I saw you at JFK. I don't care about that. We saw Murder Mook call you out after he did crazy, and we saw call. That's it.
If I say I got a zip of some rapper weed and I'm gonna give you a deal, I want $250, and you like, yo, I got $20, and you like, yo, what offering you? He got $20 right there. He offering you money right now. Yo, I don't give a. I don't. Yo, he could scream this $20 as loud as he want, jump around with it all day, every day. You is never gonna get the zip. Never. No matter what you do, you can have on the best costume. You can make all these different type of faces waving this 20 around. But if I want $250 for it, you're never going to get it for 20. Ever.
Do you regret not battling Mook back then? Because, you know, he's considered the top in battle rap now.
No. Mook wanted to battle me just like every other battle rapper do. I'm not shocked at that. That's automatic. They should want to do that. That's like a lifetime accomplishment. It's like, I mean,
Gee, what the?
It's like,
really?
Come on, man.
No, hold on, listen.
I'm not shocked at that.
Mook is the top in battle rap. Woo. Still.
No, Mook is not the top battle rapper. I sold the most tickets at a venue.
No, you didn't.
I sold the most pay-per-views
Hitman
ever in battle rap.
Hitman Holla's on TV.
I put up the most numbers.
Stop. I know the truth.
I generate the most numbers every battle. Nobody bigger than me in battle rap.
Yeah,
and I get paid the most. So nobody not bigger than me in battle rap. And I run like ask the league owners. Like I got real personal relationships with these man. Like I could if I was like shiesty like these battle rap, I could make not even battle no more. I like run this. They know who bringing the real money in. I'm not just talking because I could just rap or I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really control this, run it. Me, Cass, the energy.
So Mook is not Mook. So I'm gonna repeat what I said.
My last face off did more than Mook last 2 battles.
You talking about with Hitman Holla?
My last face off
Hitman Holla's
did
on television.
More than Mook last 2 battles.
Hitman Holla's on television.
What are you talking about?
Hitman Holla's on television.
My last face off.
You're not the only one.
I didn't say my last
you
battle.
battle Hitman. Oh,
Yo, my
nigga. Hitman Holla that.
I didn't say my last battle. I said my last face off.
Which one? Against Hitman Holla.
The last one I had.
Against who?
Did more numbers than niggas' last 2 battles. Not just Mook. Anybody last 2 battles.
Do you not give credit to Hitman for contributing those numbers? Because he's on television.
My last face-off did more than Hitman last 2 battles too. Because you talking about.
Let me see. I don't believe that.
What is he talking about?
Talk to him, Cass.
What's up with Boy?
I don't believe
what
that.
What is Boy talking about?
Your last face-off.
His last battle was Calico and Easy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what about?
Yeah, my face-off did more numbers than both of them.
Hold on, one of them didn't
both
come
of
out
them.
Yet. Hold on.
And that's gonna be a good battle when they drop that Easy and Hitman. It's gonna probably do 1 million views or something.
I was there. It was
Hopefully
fire.
It's
I was
gonna
there.
do maybe 2. But what I'm saying is,
your last face-off is against Hitman, correct? Is it Hitman was the last one a year ago?
Yeah.
3.6 million.
Yeah, you can repeat it.
The battle is 5.6, but that's not all because of you. And on television, seen by millions.
Yo,
Don't try to take credit. Don't try to take invisible credit. Invisible credit. Oh, out of here. You can't do that to me. Who are you talking to?
Hitman had 2 battles since then, and you see what you're talking about now. Me and Hitman battle, because that's what matter.
We talking about number-wise.
If Hitman was like even with that, then the last battle he had would have did the same thing. All the battles he do, it's not about Hitman, bro. I'm the energy.
Hold on. No. Let me see. Let me just see something real quick.
Wow.
Hitman and Calico got 2.3 million. What? So you got a 3. Okay, that's corny. Hitman get views. Hitman is on television. You're just a guy that can rap. You invented a style. Your name is all over. We ain't gonna take that from you, but you can't stop with this invisible. Who you think you are? The Silver Surfer? Who you think you are? You just going through? No. Give Hitman all his credit, cause him being on television contribute to the eyes watching that. That's it.
I don't think so.
Oh, you this? And I respect your. We have to agree to disagree.
I don't think Wildin' Out crowd came to that. Like this is
They
mine.
watched it. Of course they do.
Wildin' Out don't got shit to do with my culture. This is my before Wildin' Out existed. I was around. I was on the first episode of Wildin' Out too. You know that? Why you think Nick Cannon brought me on the first episode? Because I'm the energy. I gotta give it the green light. Once I stamped it, all right, we gonna accept these battling because Cass was there. The with this nigga, man.
Let's go. Let's go. Who's the top battle rapper to you right now, real quick? Who would you consider as the number 1 battle rapper?
Me.
All right, who's the number 2? Okay, who's number 2?
B.
Number 2, it'll be a toss-up between like Mook and Lux.
Okay, so you consider Mook and Lux number 2 between them. And can you give me a number 3?
It's a lot of names like that could fill that number 3 slot.
So you
that's
wanna
like
leave that
too
open.
even and like it's too debatable with that.
So
But I think it's less debatable with like Lux and Mook being over top of everybody else from the work, the amount of energy that they did, all the people that they done with, all the shit they, you know what I mean? And then me being up there, like over them. That's like clear.
Yo.
Now the third spot is like foggy. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
bro, bro, nobody.
I love
a lot of your shit outdated, bro. Like, stop. I'm not gonna say it like it is, and you
that
know
make
that.
it even worse that I can't be beaten with some outdated shit. I don't even take it serious. Like I could have used some old shit on these and they still can't beat me. So imagine if I really get focused. What's gonna happen?
So all this time you making all this money, you wasn't really focused.
No. For a battle rapper, no. Why would I get really focused for them? Like, yo, I battle rappers. They know that I with them. I give them advice. I talk to them. But I'm not afraid of no battle rapper. I don't think battle rappers is a threat to me. I know too much, could bring too much to the table. I don't feel threatened. So I didn't like, I gotta transform the battle. No, I was like, man, this be easy. As soon as they offered the money, I'm like, yo, as long as they got the money I want, I'm about to kill whoever. Like when I battled Disaster, when I came back after 15 years, like you see how fat I was. I wasn't even in shape. I didn't even take it serious. I just wrote them raps the first couple of days, bro, and had clips filled. Even the battle got messed up. I came the next day with new raps, clip filled, and I did that in a couple days. I don't even take that serious, bro. And I got the most money I ever made in battle rap, and I ain't even take it serious because I know that's my. These is all doing that I done made up. I done made famous. These running around with my wave. Why would I take that serious? Act like I gotta give my all to beat these. Man, I could. It's like boxing. I could tie one hand behind my back and still beat.
Yeah. Yo, my boy talking tonight. Let's go. My boy talking tonight.
All right. Now, I just want to make sure you know what you're saying. You can say it like, are you sure? Like, cause sometimes I think that when you say, like, I think that you were a big fan like Peter Pan and movies like that, like Alice in Wonderland and all these movies back in the day, Snow White and all these fictitious movies. Like, what you be talking about? Obviously, when you battle these guys, a lot of battles that you battled recently, even up to Goods, they said you lost.
Who said that?
The fans. The fans are the judges.
Not my fans.
What fans? How can you separate them?
Not my fans.
Cassidy, on the polls, they all, I think one...
You know, like in the world is yin and yang, right? No matter what you do, there's always going to be a bunch of people that feel the opposite way. Going to disagree, going to hate the fact that you feel this way. That's how the world made. That's what makes the world so interesting. It's not like all robots going in the same direction. Because it's yin and yang, which makes it like interesting that I'm kind of like this or I'm kind of like that. Like, it makes you unique. So I just want you to know no matter what I do, there's always going to be people out there that'll say you lost or hate the fact that they want to see me lose. But I didn't. You know who lose when after they battle me, they battle a littler for a littler amount of money. And then you see the views go down. Then you see me, I get a bigger bag, battle a bigger name, and the views go up. So who's winning and who's losing?
Oh, man.
My last battle did the most pay-per-views ever, the most ticket sales ever. My went up. It went up.
Where?
You just mentioned it.
You talking about RBE?
Yeah, RBE. Okay. They biggest date yet. Yo, I talk to ARP all the time. He'll let you know. You ain't see me at his last event. I hosted it. I did his face-offs. I was at Smack last event flipping the coin. You want to know why? Because they want the energy there. Every league. They not disputing that. Ask them.
They announced you in Freeway, bro.
Ask them, bro.
They announced you in Freeway.
Why? I don't know why they did that. I told them that wasn't a good decision.
But you accepted it.
I accept the bag. I don't pick my opponent. I don't say, yo, I want to take the bag to battle him. No. You give me the bag, pick who you want me to battle.
Too crazy.
I told you getting more money now. So you might got the bag. You say you got the bag for me. You pick who you want me to battle. I'm not going to argue with you and say, no, I don't want to battle him. Whoever you pick, I will battle them.
So you will accept, you will accept anybody?
No problem.
Got it.
Even myself.
Yeah, you told us.
Like ARP just did that. I just had another 1-round battle with myself. ARP put some money on the ground because I don't really got no competition, so he had to have me battle myself again. And I accepted it. I did it. So if I battle myself, what make you think I won't battle some other nigga?
Did that footage come out?
Not yet. It ain't out yet.
So what if nobody wants to pay you any more money because they feel like nobody wants to battle you because they feel like you're not worth battling?
Nobody feel like that, though.
Okay.
That's like a weird question to ask because nobody in the world feels like that. No league owner feel like that. No battle rapper feel like he don't want to battle me.
I don't
they
think
all
the
feel
league...
like that's yo, I'm like the end. They like most people don't even call out my name because they don't feel like they even did enough or got enough power to even say it. They know that ain't gonna make no sense.
What in the world?
They like, yo, this is so big and costs so much that I'm not even gonna say his name. That's how they look at me. There's only like a handful of that even think they could even potentially even think that they could get a battle. Like, it's different with me. But every single person would love to battle me. Whether they die, live, whatever. Some people might like, yo, he washed up, I could beat him. I don't really believe that, but they might say it. And some people like, yo, man, I know I can't beat Cassidy, a legend, but what the f***? I'm battling, I might die anyway. I want to die against him, the biggest bag, the most gonna see it. It's like the biggest thing ever. It's like, why wouldn't I want to do that than to just lose the goods to somebody? It's like, what is that gonna do?
You said what?
To lose the goods to somebody.
You lost the goods? You just
said? A battle rapper.
You thought you'd be good,
I might
too?
lose the goods. I might lose the hitman. I might lose the... might lose the... Anybody. So why not lose the Cass? It'd be a better deal for any battle rapper. That's how they feel.
Do you think you beat goods?
Of course. I beat goods with the first 12 I spit. Like once I spit that 12, it was just clear who was better. and start getting mad. Like, damn. Like, they was mad. You could just clearly see who was better. Like, after the 12 bars, after I was in his face, you like, yo, it's clearly, damn. And that's when you get frustrated. Like, because they want to see me die. But they never brought nobody to the table that could do it. And y'all real battle rappers. Y'all battle your whole life. You talking about slow it down, I do all this. Y'all hop around and battle your whole life. I don't even battle. I don't even really do that. Like, if you want to count the amount of battles, how many battles I had? 4? That's like a rookie, a baby. A should be PG. Shouldn't even know about me yet. But I'm the biggest in battle rap, and I only have 4 battles.
All right, man. All right.
4 battles.
All right.
My first battle did so much numbers, bro. It's like ridiculous. My first one. What are you talking about?
That's disaster.
Yeah, it's like that shit is so crazy, and that's my first battle. Number 1.
I think you did good on that one.
Number 1, bro. So I'm the energy, man. It's like it's not even a argument. Some like the fact that I held it down this long and I'm still giving it up, and some just mad that I've been talking for this long and nobody did nothing about it. Like, yo, all right, he was talking when he was younger, but y'all gonna let this just all these years pass, he's still talking crazy and nobody could do nothing about it. Don't like that. Same thing like don't like Floyd undefeated. Somebody want to see him lose. That's why they keep watching all these exhibition matches. And he taking all y'all money every time, just like I'm going to do in battle rap. Y'all think one of these going to beat me is going to be like a Floyd exhibition match.
I think a lot of could kill you, but, you know, we're just going to... I don't think I can convince you.
I don't.
Who you think could beat him?
What?
Who you think? Who you think could beat him?
Gotti, Tay-Rock.
I like Geechee.
Murder Mook. I know Murder Mook killers. Luck's not even a style for it. Luck to him won't make no sense. Mm-hmm. I think Khan to kill him. I think Rum Nitty will kill him. You know what I'm saying? I think that they'll kill him. He know that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Them that you mentioning, they definitely serious in battle rap, but they like babies to me, man. They'll tell you the advice, the shit that I be going on with them, what I be doing with them, man. I don't think, like, y'all don't understand what's going on, man. They like my young boys. Like Rock, he nice. These you naming, they nice. Geechee Gotti, one of my team captains, he nice, but they like, man, I'm the advice giver, bro. I'm the old head. I'm like, they respect it, man. Ask them. Come on, bro.
Okay.
They need to battle each other. All these people that you naming, they can all battle each other. That's what they there for. But like me, I'm like a different type of sandwich, man.
I think Mook could kill you. You know that. Especially for letting him wait that long, too.
Yo,
I don't think he'll battle you.
I like them, so I called them to do a song, like Expect the Unexpected. And I'm like, yo, we ain't gonna battle, but you know what I mean? We could wild out on this song like we battling, just for the culture. And I gave y'all that, gave you out other songs with Mook. Even did a cypher. Remember, it's me, Eve, DMX, Murder Mook. We did the cypher. You know what I'm saying? And you see how I carry it, man. It's like, it's just...
Would you ever battle Mook if he wanted to? Because, you know, the choice would be his, not yours.
Yo, if you put the right amount of money up, I battle Mook. Mook, best friend, and my mom all together.
It's so crazy. Yeah, you guys.
Oh my God.
I battle my step pop, my little brother, and Murder Mook. 3 against me. I'm like, it don't matter, man. So if I battle my family members and battle myself and battle all these people that I really give a f about, why would you think I wouldn't battle Mook? Like, I f with Mook, he cool, but I don't f with Mook more than my little brother or my mom.
I see what you're saying.
I don't.
I see what you're saying.
I never would, but
I got you. Real quick, let's go. 'Cause, you know, I did jump the gun because, you know, the way you were talking kind of deviated me from my goal. So let me get back to what I'm saying. You got signed in New York. And when you got signed, you were living in Yonkers for a while, right?
For sure.
You got signed. And you were battling people and you were killing people, cool. You're not going to say no names because you feel like it's clout chasing. What was the next step to where the ball started rolling? Because now, in my mind, you're living in Yonkers. You're around everybody, LOX. You're around Ruff Ryders, Swiss, everybody.
What you mean as far as the ball rolling? What you mean?
Like the ball, because, well, you know, when I heard of you, it was like in the music, right? Like when the ball started rolling, like, because when you said when you got signed, the ball wasn't rolling automatically. He was just signed. Did you start making money? Did you start making the hit records? Did they put you out? You know what I mean? How long did it take for you to start moving at that time? From when you signed in New York and living in Yonkers?
People think like when you get signed, you just sit there until you could make a good enough record.
Okay.
Then when you make a good enough record, they'll put it out. But if you ain't putting out no record, you're not making good enough music or you ain't making hits. And that's not how it worked. Like I had plenty of hits before I even got backing, money behind these records, before they started getting pushed in everybody's face. I was making wild hits. Crazy. I started making hits ever since I first got signed to them. When I was in the group Larceny, we had a lot of hits. A lot of people's style and the way they do music is based off the way we was doing music out at that time.
Got it.
And it's music that never came out. Only certain people was hearing it.
Okay.
But it was hit records. I played some of them old records the other day, and I feel like they still hits now. So I felt like I always was making hits, but I didn't get a chance to let the world know until the company started putting money behind it and putting it in your face to let you know it's a hit. Like the companies tell you what a hit is.
Talk about the first time you linked up with Swiss and started collaborating with him.
I linked up with Swiss as soon as I signed the Ruff Ryders. He was like the biggest producer over there at the time.
Facts.
Doing wild. He had a lot of hits out when I first got down with them, so he was already lit. I started connecting with him from the beginning. That's how we started building a relationship. He seen how vicious I was, how I was killing everybody in the battles. So when he started to develop, he wanted to get his own production company, but he needed an artist. So he like, yo, I got the beats, I got the ideas, I want to start the production company, but I need artists. And he wanted me as a solo artist, even though I was in a 3-man group. He ain't like the group altogether. He just wanted me as a solo artist. So that's how we like worked it out. And I got like separated from Ruff Ryders and got down with Swiss. That's when the adjustment was made. And because it was like family, it was able to go smooth. Ruff Ryders let that happen. Was able to get out that contract and get in a new contract with Swiss. But it was only a production company with Swiss, so now I needed a deal. So that's when I went to J Records, Clive Davis, and I got a deal, an artist deal. So I was signed to J Records, but Swiss Beats was my production company. Like Full Surface was my production company through Swiss Beats, but I was actually signed to J Records.
And then, when did the single come out? When did you do the single? With the first one was the R. Kelly joint, right?
Yeah, the single came once I signed to J Records. Once you sign to J Records, that's when the budgets open up. That's when
Hotel was already
done. That's when you get money. You know what I'm saying? So that's when once I signed to J Records is when I started working on the first project. And I started Hotel is on my first project. That's the first single of my first project.
I remember.
So I started recording and making the album. And you know what I mean? Once I signed to J Records.
Was that record already done already, or you had to go do it in the studio?
What you mean?
The record Hotel, like was it
Done previous to me getting signed?
No. Listen, after you got signed and you did that, I want to know about that record. That's what I want to know.
All right.
Was the record was it like a record that he did and gave it to you and you hopped on it? You know how some records is done already, they have the hook and everything, or you did the record or Swiss organized the whole thing?
Who, R. Kelly, you mean? Did R. Kelly give it to me?
Yeah.
Nah, me and Swiss came up with that record. Like, we had the beat, we had the concept, the idea, the whole direction of the song when we went out to Chicago to meet with R. Kelly.
Got it.
So we just took it into the studio, let him know the idea, the direction we want to go in, and we played the beat. And that's when he started you know, coming up with all that that you hear on the remix, the original version. He started zoning out.
Chill, man. You trying to go with it.
I love Draco. It's my man. You know that buddy. He good. He's good.
He's good.
Yeah. So it was a hit. It was a hit. Yeah. So
it felt like one. Like, even after we told him the concept and he went in the booth and he started singing all that, I'm just like, damn, because I always was an R. Kelly fan already. Like, you know what I mean? So to be in that with him and he with me and doing my record like that, I'm like already feeling like it's a hit before I even wrote the verses. So then we leave R. Kelly's studio and I go, we left R. Kelly's studio.
I like this guy.
I went to my hotel that I was staying in Chicago. I actually wrote it in the hotel. And me and Swiss was back in the hotel. And I just zoned out and came up with the verses.
Salute.
And once I came up with the verses, then I went and laid it, and it was done. We already had R. Kelly parts. He already laid.
I know.
Already.
Yeah, I got you.
What you laughing at though? I want to know.
He's just funny. He just.
How he funny?
He tries to keep it. It's alright. I'll say it later. Cause I feel like if we waste too much time on this, I'm gonna just go in and then we gonna get in trouble.
I know. That's look. See this right there. Look, wow. Yeah. I know what time it is.
I don't know if you saw an interview. So we did an interview. Let me just go straight into this. Mm-hmm. We did an interview with Leak Moss, right? And he had a guy up here named Pretty Flock. And Pretty Flock, you know, he was talking about how he felt how he was treated by you and how you treated some of the team members at the time. How they went to Canal Street and bought fake Jordans and stuff, or you sent them there, or how sometimes they would have to ask you to take a shower in the crib.
He said I sent them to Canal Street. What they said?
You said that you sent them to, Flock said you sent them to Canal Street. You never heard it? You never heard the interview?
Nah.
Nobody told you about it either? Nobody told you that Flock did an interview and talked about this stuff?
I mean, people tell me about everything, but
okay. So
it takes time to watch interviews, and I don't got really time.
You don't got a lot of time. All right, just talking to Mike because I want to be.
I got time, but not for them, not for that type of.
But he said that he spoke to you before he came in here. He said before that day, he said he spoke to you a week prior in the interview. So you know, you guys had a rapport, still do. But he was explaining how when he was younger, he felt like how you handled the team might have been wrong. What I said to him, my opinion was, Cass was young. So when you're young and money come and stuff like that, and we don't really know what he has to go through, sometimes we look at, we pocket watch. And he said no, because he seen you get big checks and you didn't look out for the crew at the time. That's what he stated. So I want to ask you.
Who was my crew?
Well, the people that you had with, he said he was I have the interview here. He said he was on the road with you. You know, y'all was on the road together. He said he came to your house sometimes. You wanted them to go to shows. They all stayed in one room. He said him and A.R. Ab went to Canal Street and got fake joints, and you didn't look out. He basically said they was on the road with you and you didn't look out. I made up an excuse for that. Do you feel like in retrospect that you could have done better?
I had to hear the interview to know exactly what you're talking about,
okay.
But I got two different relationships with Pretty Flock and Ab. I knew Flock first. He the one that introduced me to Ab. So it's two different type of relationships. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He said that.
As far as Pretty Flock, I raised him like he like one of my sons, bro. Like, you know, everything that they seen him with, places that they seen him. He never paid for none of them flights, none of them hotels. He never got none of them girls that y'all seen him around with on his own. He never bought none of that shit y'all seen him with on his own. Everything that seen all them years and years and years you could pull up. That's what I'm saying. YouTube exists. All of them times you pulled up from back in the day, it was because of me. And I'm not obligated to do nothing for, like, some don't even take care of their sons. Like I told you, my pop wasn't around. So I ain't obligated to do nothing. So if I come up with a pop not even raising me, how expect me to raise them like I'm Napop. But I still did a lot for, took care, showed the world, took them out the hood, and taught them the science on how to get to this bag. Now, whatever you do with that after that is on you. Like, what you think? You think when I got around Ruff Ryders and they was making millions and millions of dollars, like they selling a bunch of records, getting checks from all over the place. You think that they just felt obligated to take care of me? No. You think when I signed to Swiss, he just felt obligated to take care of me like I'm his baby? No, all that is a business. Like, all that I earned that. Like, everything I got from them, I had to work for. I had to earn it. They didn't give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this industry is not about giving, bro. And be seeing get robbed for millions of dollars. Every day I hear situations about getting robbed. Every single day, and be robbing blind. And just let that slide, but want to keep bringing up this. These ain't have no paperwork to me. They wasn't signed to me. They wasn't my artists. I didn't get them no deals. I didn't have no responsibilities and no connections to them. I just did that on the strength. They from the city, and I just felt like I wanted to do it. But I'm not getting nothing out of it. I'm not benefiting from doing anything for nobody. So no matter what they said, it don't really matter because they don't add up to nothing. And if I gave you a 50-cent bag of chips, how much it costs. If I gave you a 50-cent bag of chips and you never, or $1 bag of chips now, and you never gave me nothing in your life, cost $1.25 for some chips. I bought them for you though. And you never bought me nothing or gave me nothing in your life ever. Then I'm up. You owe me. I gave you a bag of chips. You never gave me nothing. So how can you argue and complain? Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just a bag of chips. So imagine if I gave them. Wow. And y'all never gave me nothing. So it's nothing to complain about. Y'all should be even happy that I was around y'all them times and did what I did for y'all up until that point.
Do you feel like you could have done better back then? Like, in retrospect, like, I can see what they're saying.
I did exactly what I wanted to do. I never play follow the leader. Nobody never influenced me to do nothing. I do what I wanted to do. And whatever I did was the best decision that I could make at the time. Do better for what? Like,
Just
you think niggas is out here giving out charities? Like, I go outside.
Hold on. If you haven't around you, what was niggas around you for? Muscle? Friendship?
No.
Protection? What were they around you from?
Definitely not, man. Definitely wasn't around me for none of that shit you said. It was around me because they rap and I just with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't around me for no muscle or nothing like that, man. When did you ever see do something for me? Never. Man, I was running around with big chains, wild money in my pocket before I met Ab. Yo, the first time I met Nico, I fought him. The first time my older brother introduced me to Nico, we start fighting because I'm on that type time. I don't give a f***. You acting tough and all that shit. I start throwing you around from when I first seen you. Nobody ain't no muscle for me, man. I don't need no muscle, man. I'm super sharp and I'm just sturdy. I don't need no muscle, man. Ain't nobody. I don't need nothing, bro. I'm good. I told you since I was a kid, I had the red carpet in the hood. I don't need nothing, bro. I don't need no extra, no army. Anything I do is on the strength. It's all love. Every state I go to, I told you I just was in the Middle East, and you could take pictures and see the army out there with me, ready to go. Anywhere I go.
So when you hear about these complaints, what I'm saying, as time passed, you never sat down and thought, so what I'm getting from you is like the nerve of these to do that instead of like, oh, I can see what they were saying. Because if
everything,
hold on.
Everything that you ever seen me
if I'm on a roll with
after they ratted on me. After we caught that murder case and them ratted on me, his homies that he vouched for, that was the first day I was about to take them to the studio. So all the music, all the videos, when you see him in the drinking two-step with his Larceny family shirt and he dancing like that and we praying in the video and all that, when you see that and he flew out to Cali and they all was there, they flew out there on my budget. They was out there running around Cali and doing that shit on my budget. Them Larceny family shirts they had on came out of my budget. And they was there on the strength after his homies already ratted on me. So y'all owe me. You talking about what I could have did more. You should have did more. Your homies ratted on me. And that's why I disconnected myself. And now you see him in jail now because somebody else ratted on him. So it's a continual situation. I got to exclude myself from that, bro. Like, let's be real street. I want to keep bringing this shit up. Like, let's talk for real, bro. Want to be privatized, do real research, bro. My image is untarnished, bro. There's no stains on my. And I went to jail because them ratted on me and I still stood tall. You ain't had me make one statement. I ain't even plead the fifth. You had these ratting facing 1 to 2s and these facing 2 to 5s and telling on everybody. I was facing life without the possibility of the death penalty, and I ain't make one statement because I'm sturdy. So I don't want to keep talking about that man. It is what it is, man. I ain't obligated to do nothing for nobody. I'm not. Any decision I make is because I want to do it.
Yeah, clap it. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
I felt.
Hold on now. Okay, because you speak very fast, and I have to get an understanding. You know what I'm saying? And I did hear you say you don't like talking about it. There was a situation where somebody got hurt. And you said they ratted on me. So I don't know who you're referring to because you did say somebody's in jail now because they ratted on him. So I don't know if you're talking about, I doubt you're talking about Ab and them. You're not saying he didn't tell, somebody else told?
Yo, it's wild interviews. You acting like you watching interviews. You seen Ab say, my homies told on him before. He said it in blogs. I never saw that. I seen that one when he said my homies told on Cass and me. My homies is the one that got us both locked up. Do your research. The paperwork is out. Want to act like they want to be big private investigators. Look at the paperwork. Who the made a statement? I'm free outside and I get a warrant and I get locked up because somebody told. It wasn't who the told.
Are you crazy? Investigator?
Who told?
That was with you, that was on the road with you, said that you ain't take care of them. That's what I'm basing it off of. A nigga's word. I have it right here and that's it. I didn't do no investigation. I don't give a I was surprised when he brought it up. My man Leek Morse brought him up, and he talked about it.
Nah, he said I took care of your nigga forever, but I'm not going to take care of continually.
He said the nigga ain't take care. He was, and I do agree with him. If a nigga get 15,000, a check of 30,000, and I'm with a nigga on the road, I look out.
No, I'm not
out here with you.
Nah, I do look out. I
so what you have a nigga on the road with you for?
I need you every day. Everything
That's
you
true.
smoke is mine. All the you is on the strength of me. All the hotels you stay on is on the strength of me. All the flights you take is on the strength of me. Everything you do is on the strength of me.
I was defending.
So what the you mean?
I said you was
Don't
young.
Don't count my money, man. I'm not obligated to do nothing for. They not my kids. They not my artists. I don't gotta do.
You don't feel like you could have did
any of that stuff I did is extra, right? Anything. So if I did all that stuff I just named, why you still talking about more I should do? Them should do something for me. What did they ever do for me? Nico never beat nobody up for me. He never shot nobody for me. He never wrote no dope rap. He never wrote a hit record. He never picked out no thorough outfit for me to wear. He never did nothing for me. So what the you talking about? What they do for me?
I heard the record with him.
What did they do for me?
I heard the record he did with Wyclef.
What did they do for me?
He said you hated on that record.
What did they do for me?
Did you hate on the record with him?
Yo, he would have never even been around none of that if it wasn't for me. So what did they do for me?
Why you didn't let them put it out?
What did do for me?
I don't know. I wasn't around.
I don't even know what that. I don't even know about no.
No. You don't remember. You don't remember.
You talking about why I ain't put it out? How I'm gonna put it out? It's a Wyclef record you talking about, right? Talking about me putting out a Wyclef record?
I'm just telling you what the
I put out the Wyclef record with him and Patti LaBelle. That's out. Look it up. Me, Patti LaBelle, the big queen from my city, and Wyclef, we put it out. It went right out.
The big queen, yeah.
Yeah, Wyclef put it right out. And Wyclef got interviews saying I'm that boy. Like I'm that boy. Like he with me and he been with me since back in the day. Met him before I had a deal backstage at a concert. I told you I was winning them cypher battles. I seen him backstage at a concert, round for him back there. He told me I was a star and I was gonna blow. Before I got signed to Ruff Ryders, me, Wyclef, big dog by myself. Not with none of them you talking about. Backstage when them met me, I was by myself. What are you talking about, man? Them niggas, yo, man. Especially Flock. That's like my little bro. Stop. Don't act like you must these like be getting it twisted how what the like come on, man. Like I said, it's over for ball, man. I did what I did for ball. I'm not obligated to do nothing for nobody.
So you send everything I did is on the Canal to get sneakers.
Everything I did is on the strength.
Did you send Canal? Yes or no?
I don't remember sending nobody to Canal, but if I did, it's probably who knows. I don't wear no Canal. You don't see me going down Canal. So,
not supposed to go down Canal at all.
If you a gangster, nobody can send me to Canal. Nobody. You can't. You can't tell me to go to Canal right now when I go. And I told you I respect you. You told me to put your L out in your place. I do that. You can't send me to Canal to go grab nothing. How can you do that? There's no possible way you could get me to go down to Canal and grab nothing. Even if you give me the money, I'm going to just keep the money. I'm not going to go to Canal and grab. So what are you talking about? How can I make these supposed to be gangsters, right? Supposed to be killers coming in here playing this role for you. So how can you make a go to Canal and buy something? How? Make it make sense. When y'all ask these questions, when say this dumb analyze it all the way down.
He didn't say but for you, he said but for himself.
Analyze it all the way down, though. Make
he
the
said
shit
you
make
will wear the
sense.
fly and they'll wear Canal
Analyze
shit.
it all the way down. You got to make it make sense, bro.
I don't know. Some send the Canal.
Yo, I don't give a if I went, like, if I sent them, first of all, nobody can send me. And if say if I went down there and I boarded and I say, put this on, you don't have to put it on. I'm not wearing no Canal sneaks. I'm not doing that. If that's how you feel about it. If you want to bring it up in a flip interview and try to catch wreck, just hypothetically speaking, say I did do that. You didn't have to wear them. And Canal sneakers, even if Air Force Ones is $100 or something like that, over $100, whatever, Canal streets is what? How much they gonna be?
20.
What is gonna be something though, right? It's gonna cost something. You're not getting no Canal.
Chill out.
Yo,
Don't go there, nigga. You about to wild out.
Hold
nigga,
on,
it's
bro.
$20.
Hold on.
I'm not co-signing no Canal.
I ain't sell you to co-sign no Canal. That's not my point. That's not my point to co-sign no Canal. I'm not neither.
I know what he said.
What I'm saying is it adds up to something. It costs something.
He's still paying
so
for it.
even if you bought somebody something that they think is a knockoff or something, it still costs money. You still had to buy something. You still had to spend something to get it for them. So you still in the hole. You still owe me. Like I said, that $150 bag of chips, that $20, if you said the sneaks cost $20, that's way more than a $1.25 bag of chips.
But if you're getting 30, 40,000.
Yo, it don't matter what I'm getting. It don't even matter if I'm a billionaire.
I think that's a
if
problem.
I'm a billionaire, it don't matter.
Listen,
Because
let me
there's
just
wild
say this,
billionaires
nigga.
I know that never did nothing for me, bro.
I think it's
I
Hold on.
I personally know these, talk to them and everything, and they never did nothing for me.
I respect.
Never even gave me $1.
I do
and they
agree.
billionaires.
I do agree.
And they don't feel obligated neither. I
do.
could go tweet it right now. Yo, he a billionaire. I seen him before. Swiss introduced him to me, and he ain't give me nothing. He ain't give me nothing.
I do agree that we
What
pocket.
the fuck?
I
It's
do
gonna be
agree.
like, man, I'm not obligated to give you shit, my
I do agree that we have a tendency of pocket watching. I do. I agree with that. I feel like the person that works hard, you shouldn't tell them what to give you or not. I'm just saying that a person that was with you stated this. That's all I'm saying. He came on my couch right there where he's saying, Knowledge saying, and he said this. And he also stated one last thing.
It creeps, man.
What happened? What's crazy?
He came on the couch, Tage.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? Since when Philly started doing this?
I don't know.
Philly don't do that.
I heard it.
Philly don't, huh?
It's a studio audience, man. That was bad.
Yeah, no. Since when?
The studio audience, man, they spoke it.
He sat right there. He came on the couch, sat right there. Nah, I'm going to say it again. Nah. He sat there, came on the couch, and talked about what he talked about. What? What y'all talk about? I'm not, you can't tell me. I'm not influenced by you. I'm him. Him Tebow. Him Hardaway. It was kind of crazy, but listen. He also said that they
Oh boy.
This is what he said. I'm gonna ask you this question. He said that they had brought Meek Mill to you first, when he was young, and you asked Meek to rap for you, and you just said Meek was just cool, right? That's what he said in the interview. He said, "Yo, we brought." I think it was Ab, or somebody brought Meek to you in the crib, and he wanted you to introduce Meek to you, and then you heard him rap. You just said he was cool, and nothing happened after that. Did you ever?
How nothing happened after that. I did wild songs with Meek. We got viral videos when he was on house arrest, and I went down there to go see him and start rapping with him. We got a bunch of records that I did with Meek before he got a deal. And I even offered Meek an independent deal before he signed to Maybach Music. So it's a lot of shit I did with Meek that what are you talking about? What is
So
they?
that means
What
he
is?
didn't know. That means he didn't know.
Yeah, do know this haters. So stop bringing up what a hater gotta say. Is mad that I'm doing me and they in the predicament they in. Like I'm not. You would never hear me bring them up. You never heard me in no interview bring them up because they don't cross my mind. I'm always on their mind. Why?
Well, it's my first time hearing him talk about you. It's my first time meeting him.
All right.
I didn't see another interview that Pretty Flock did. It's my first time.
But it's not your first time meeting me, and it's not going to be your last. Because I'm active. I'm here. I'm here. These niggas to make it like that. And I don't got time to spend, like, you know what I mean?
Got it.
I already did enough for them.
I just want to know if you think back in the days if you could have did better, but you said no. That's all. I just sometimes think when they hit it, I mean, I could have did that better. You said no. You standing on your shit.
I got more loyal friends, even that I knew before them, that I might have could have did something for. Like while I was taking them on the road and had them with me, I could have had different there, and them felt like I could have did more because I had them wing that did that and going on interviews saying this with you when you could have had these with you. So, you know, that's maybe something I could have did different. I couldn't have did nothing more for them. I wish I would have did less. You look at the outcome.
Did you ever talk about the situation that happened? That situation that happened, that time with somebody. Did you ever talk about that?
What you mean, the case?
Yeah.
You know, through my career, be coming up here and there. I talked about it a few times.
I don't really know the story. I just, you know, we hear about the story and then we hear you got locked up. A couple of that. Well, I mean, they told like that. Cause you know, how can I? Interesting. So we hear that you was a fighter back in the days, right? That's what they said. Like Fox used to fight, he could box. We said it earlier. And besides the stuff with the whole Gilly situation and stuff like that, where it seemed like something at that time, I wasn't aware that you had any street issues, right? Especially if you was on, because at that time you was on, at the time of the case, correct?
My second album was about to
Second
drop.
album, okay. So, was that situation meant for you or for someone else?
Nah, I ain't had nothing to do with that situation. I just was there.
Got it.
That was their situation. That's what everybody think. Think was trying to run down on me or was trying to do something to me and add with security. That's just what assume. Why would y'all assume that? Ab never played no security role for me. I never had him doing no security jobs. He was not obligated to be strapped to none of that. So, and I told you that was my first time going to get him, about to bring them to the studio. So he wasn't around me doing none of that. There was the issue that they had, and I just was there. So.
What you was doing there? Just chilling? Eating chips?
I was with them. I told you I was about to take them to the studio, so I'm with them, and they got into an issue.
So how did you get involved in that?
Because I was with them. I'm there.
Oh, so that means somebody had to say that you was there. That's what you said. Somebody had to tell that Cass was here in order for you to get arrested.
Exactly.
Oh, I got it. I see what you're saying now.
Okay. It's in my discovery. I seen the 3 who said I was there. It's not a mystery. I know the 3 that said I was there. It's in my discovery.
Didn't Pretty Flock get locked up for that too at one time?
Nah.
He didn't?
Nah.
Okay. And you didn't talk about it. You held it down.
And all that time I spent, all that money I lost, all the money I had to pay them lawyers, and all them years I had to walk off. Who giving me some money back for that? Who owe me for that? Owe me? Where the f my money? You talking about me doing something for? Owe me? What do you mean? I'm the one that lost.
When you introduced you to Ab, you and Ab got along at the time he was around you, right? Like y'all got along. He was cool. Y'all was good.
Me and Ab never had an argument.
Nice.
Ab never even raised his voice at me before.
So.
Never. He never even got loud with me before.
It was never no disrespect from him or from you to him neither.
We never had an issue. Like I said, he never raised his voice. We never argued. We never got. It never was like that with me and him.
Why do you say it like that?
It just wasn't. I'm just because I think people got it up. Like it just never was like that.
I just fixed the mic a little bit because you know you leaning. Just turn. There you go. There you go.
Never had an issue.
So why do people assume that Ab was the muscle? Where do we get that rumor from?
I don't know. I don't know where you get it from. I don't know if everybody got that same rumor, but I don't know where you got it from. Who knows?
Okay. You pointing at me.
Maybe it could have been the way he was blogging, wilding out, that he was saying. People just jump to conclusions. And being to the fact that I'm not a chatty patty and I don't go back and blog and counter react everything they say, just jump to their own conclusion. I don't know.
So after that case, you guys parted ways, though. There was no more friendship after that case.
I told you, everything that you seen me and Ab did, I put up the most views with Ab. We got wild records, wild songs, wild times we went to platforms and I let him freestyle, get off on that went viral with Ab. Wild that I did. All that was after the case. None of that was before the case.
Got it.
It's not like we was doing all this then the case come. No, the case was first and then all of that Ab was after that.
So then when y'all stopped, what made y'all stop dealing with each other?
I told you that. I'm like, man, I move off intuition, man, and it just wasn't right, man. So
got it.
We just,
okay.
You know what I mean?
But it's no issue with y'all. Still respect. It's love.
Yeah, just for me to stop dealing with somebody, it don't got to be a beef. It don't got to be like a war for me to stop dealing with somebody. Sometimes people that you meet is going to last forever.
Respect.
Sometimes people only going to last a season. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people might last a couple seasons, but it might not be forever. Like, and it just wasn't meant for us to be rocking forever. It was a sign from when we first got together, because the first time we got together, I caught that case. So that's a sign that you shouldn't be with that type of energy, right? But I still was with it. And then you seen all the other that came after that. So that's even more signs that you shouldn't be with that energy. So that's why I'm not around it. I don't got to be wanting it dead or warring with it or hating it. It's like, nah, it's all love. And all of them that you be saying that they be doing that shit on blogs, but I could show you the last time all of them text me and it was all nice, like I love you, or it's like, yo, like that. Probably all of them ended in I love you. But then when they do a blog and say stuff like that, it's like, man, that's why I can't give it no energy, because those that I brought to the table, they was like my. So it's like a little personal shit, and it's like,
I got you.
I ain't getting into that. It's different if a battle rapper say some shit, but I mean, wouldn't even know about them if it wasn't for me. So for me to give some energy, like going back at them, it don't feel right.
I mean, I couldn't be around it like you, ain't gonna lie. The way you talk, I would have caught a headache a long time ago. I'm surprised it didn't leave earlier. Huh? Yeah. At the same time, at the end of the day, I do agree with you to a certain extent, where it's about, I work hard for what I work hard for, and that needs to be respected. But I also see it from the other side of the coin. A lot of times it's not, like people don't look at the hotels and the flights and different things like that. That comes out of the budget. We don't look at that. A lot of people don't look at that. So I understand your point. It just sounds different from somebody that was there. That's all it was. But I get it.
I ain't just talking about budgets. I'm talking about on my pocket. Weed don't come out the budget, man. Flights, I got flights for that's supposed to be on the flights. That's out the budget. Extra flights not on the budget. Extra rooms, extra that we doing is not on the budget. All that we used to do, I used to dedicate money to them every day. And they never did to me. So it don't matter if it was $1, $2, $10, $200, whatever I was dedicating every day to them, they never gave me no money. And I lost money from the first day I told you I was around at.
Yeah, you said that.
So what is you trying to get to, bro? It's like, I'm the one that's owed something. What are you talking about? What am I supposed to do different? I shouldn't even have kept the relationship to get them on all them viral songs, all them viral situations. It shouldn't even have been that. After I got locked up that first day, I should have cut ties from then. But I didn't.
And you're just not a chatty patty like you said. So that's why you never talked about it.
But I didn't. I ain't getting no rewards for that. It's like I just held it against the that ratted on me, not Ab. Since he ain't tell, I ain't carry it with him like that.
Got it.
He got told on too. He went to jail and he ain't tell on me. So that's why we was able to build a relationship after the jail. Not for no other reason.
Don't get nervous.
You drop the pistol?
Nah, I ain't try pistol. So, the time do now, when one thing I like about Philly, right, is like, you know, when you battled, so a lot of people up there come and support, you know, in the public, it looks strong, you know what I mean? And I admire that. I mean, sometimes in different cities, if somebody don't mess with somebody, they gonna show you they don't mess with them. They don't care. But like when you battled, I saw, you know, the whole of Philly was on your side and, you know, they were supporting you. And I thought that was a dope thing. But another story that we heard is that at the time, right, and I heard you talk about this before, so I'm not gonna, but at the time, well, I am. At the time when you was outside, right, because I heard you can fight, and you was on, and when Gilly was mad at you at that time, and I asked Flock and him, I said, so what did he say about Gilly for him to be upset? And he said nothing. So do you think that was what do you think that angle came from? Because I heard that he came up to you and it was a bunch of you guys together. Like him and somebody else came up to about like 30 guys by himself.
No, I don't remember that. No, I never remember that happening.
Oh, you don't remember him approaching you? You never heard that story neither?
Who approached me, Gilly?
Yeah.
Never. I never heard that story, and I never remember it happening.
Oh, got you. All right, my fault. So he never approached you on Erie Ave or nowhere, no avenue?
Never.
Okay.
Approach me on what? Like
I'm saying, just, I don't know, to say that you, I guess he felt that you dissed him.
Nah, never
okay.
Approach me, ever.
So the energy that came from him at that time, it was just some rap, basically. Like, you said you was the king and he was supposed to be the king? He was the king.
I'm not sure. You're going to have to ask him what it was.
Got
he initiated, and I don't know what was on that man's mind.
Got it. But from your standpoint, everything was cool?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't got
it.
Not cool, but I don't know. You got to ask Gil, man. I mean, I don't know what was on Gil's mind. I know I did a song called City of Brotherly Slugs, put Gil on it, sent him the beat, told me to send a verse. He sent it back, shouted me out on the verse. I put Wild Philly on it. That's all I give a fuck about, man. When I call out, ask them to do something, they show love. You see he was at the battle.
That's a fact.
Whenever I do something, be coming out showing support. That's all I give a fuck about.
Gotcha.
But he definitely ain't approached me. It wasn't never no real issue.
So that was
like
that. Okay. It was never no issue like that.
Nah.
Oh, okay. That's all.
I mean, one time we had to talk, but he ain't approached me. One time we had to talk backstage at the concert. First time I got to talk to 50 after all of that shit went down too. It was the same day.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a little talk, but he ain't approached me 30 deep and all that shit you talking about.
No, I didn't say he was 30 deep. I said you was. I don't mix up my words.
Never happened.
Okay. But
and when he did that video, when he tried to make it seem like he was going to my block and I wasn't there, and that wasn't my block. That was the block where the people that on the other side, like the man that got murdered in my case and that got shot, that's they block. So he was over there with them. He wasn't on my block. So people see that and like, oh, he on Cass' block. Like come to my block and just catch wreck and all that. Like, that wasn't my block.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like, but you guys had a conversation at the concert and you guys were able, even, so you spoke the fifth, you guys had the conversation and it's been cool from then.
It's been the same with me, man. Never changed with me, man.
Okay. You always been cool. So do you feel like it's the internet blowing these things out of proportion when we ask these questions in interviews? Do you feel like it's the way we, be careful with that, that's going to fall. That right there, yeah. Do you feel like it's the way that we word things or we try to put things, do you blame
I think it's the same
media?
Energy, the same way people will want to see me lose a battle. They'll want to see me have a stain. on my cloth. They want to see somebody did something.
But there's nothing wrong with somebody
something wrong, or I bought somebody something in the past I wasn't supposed to. Something that they could say about.
But there's
me
nothing
to
wrong.
tarnish my
We all,
image.
first of all, if you outside, anybody's liable to be approached. So we're not gonna act like anybody's unapproachable. If is in the safe, I'm just saying, like, so nobody that question.
I never said I was unapproachable.
No, you
bro.
didn't say that. But I'm just
like
saying
one of
that.
the most approachable people.
It's
But
not
what I'm
far
saying
fetched
is
for you to get
he
approached by
didn't-
somebody. Okay, I'm just saying it's
What
not
I
far
said
fetched.
is he didn't approach me. What makes you think that? So what would have happened?
I have no idea. I'm not trying to get into that. I'm just saying that. Was it a misunderstanding? You said no. I did see him at the battle.
Yeah, it was a misunderstanding on his side all the way. Like I just told you.
You did.
When he went to my block and that wasn't my block, you don't think that's a misunderstanding? How can you be on the blog saying you on my block and that's not my block? That's a misunderstanding. So it was a bunch of misunderstandings on his side, but not on my side, bro. It's never a misunderstanding on my side. I never make mistakes. You don't hear me rekindling my statements. You could interview me at the Face Off years before that. Years before that, you could pull up old interviews I did, and nothing ever changed with me. My is the same every year, every month, every day, whether I'm tired, I'm high, like I just told you, I just ate some Chinese food. You can never catch me. You could word the question weird and try to catch me off guard, and it always come out the same answer because it's authentic with me. They rekindle their statements. I got blogs with all these people you naming saying one thing one time and then saying a different thing the next time. You can't do that with me. Never. I don't rekindle my statements. Whatever I say, I say. Whatever happened, it happened. Like how I said it. That's how it happened. It's gonna happen like that this year, next year, 10 years from now. It is what it is.
Okay, I don't want because
So that's why I don't like repeating myself. Or when I give an answer, you try to word it in a different way, thinking a different answer gonna come.
True.
I'm not one of them type of. I don't try to angle it a word. I ain't had no PR training. It just seemed like I'm so nice at this because I'm so real.
got it.
I don't got no PR sitting there like, don't say that. Nah,
Well, let me say this.
I just know how to carry it. Everything I say is authentic, bro.
So, are you proud that they have one of the #1 podcasts and being from Philly? Do you salute that? $1 million worth of game because it is the #1. Do you salute them for that? Being from Philly and other Philly members doing great.
For sure, that's dope.
Good. That's what I wanted to make sure.
That's dope.
I want to end it on a positive situation because I don't want to, because when you start to talk, you start to go left, right, and all other places. Yes, I try to rephrase a question. I try to rephrase a question because I don't be knowing.
In the conversation, in case you got it confused.
No, I heard what you said. You said
major figures had the city on
I
smash.
heard that,
They was
yes.
doing their thing.
Okay.
I told you I called Gilly to put him on a song.
That's a fact.
Yo, I used to battle Gilly back in the day. I used to battle all of the figures. I used to run down on them. We got a history, man. I'm from 17th and Erie. He from like 2 blocks up. So it's like, yo, my know me, man. Know how I carry it, all of them. Ad Blava used to come and pick me up. Dutch wanted me in the group. Spade jumped on the record. I used to battle Lil Ruck before he died and got that happened to him. Like, man, I'm really in the city, bro. They know me for real. It's not like we just seen each other a couple times. Like, I'm Cass, man. I've been around. I've been holding it down, been talking the same and been acting the same way. So, everybody can't take it the same.
Have you ever had to
Sometimes it might frustrate some people.
Have you ever had to recant a statement before? I saw a video where you apologized before. Do you recanted statements as well? Yes.
What statement?
I don't know. Have you recanted a statement before? Yes or no?
Nah, I don't rekindle statements. I don't
All right,
recant. I don't say. I don't do that. Whatever I say, man. Whatever
Respect.
I feel. Now maybe somebody took it wrong or they tried to word it like I meant something than I meant, and I'm like,
And you
nah, I
cleared it
meant
up.
it like this.
Got it.
I ain't mean it like this. This what I said, but I don't flip around and.
Got you. Well, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. You're pretty good.
I guess that got to do with something with the king. You asked what was it about. They asked me one time who the king of the city or some weird ass question. They
Yeah, I
asked
saw
me in
that.
a weird way.
When I just YouTube it,
And that's probably how I went like that. But innocent man, I run the city. I ain't trying to be the damn king. But that damn thing could get pulled like a hamstring. I done touched on that 20 years ago. Like it's like, oh, man,
true.
I don't want to be no king. The king of a city. I don't even own enough property. I don't own enough. I don't even own 1% of Philadelphia.
I don't think anybody wants
So
to be the king.
how I'ma be the
now.
king?
I think it was just a rap
I don't
phase.
own enough, man. But I run that nobody better than me. Nobody can fuck with me. Gilly know he can't fuck with me though. Like rapping, like that's what I do. I ain't talking about all this other shit y'all trying to get all this funny shit. I'm talking about rapping.
I don't know. Don't say
rapping,
y'all.
man.
Don't say y'all.
Like rapping.
Don't
Just
say
rap
y'all.
this with this
Don't
rap.
say
With this rap, nobody
Right.
can fuck with me. So
Don't
that's
say
what I'm
y'all.
saying. Whether it's Philly or anywhere. Now, you could call
remember that
yourself
shit?
whatever title. I'm the God. I'm the king. I'm the you could call yourself whatever the you want to call yourself. But I know if you bring that shit in my direction, you can't fuck with me. I don't give a how many kings, presidents, whatever title you want to use, man. Everybody got the right to call themselves whatever the they want to call themselves.
Yo, so how do you feel about the Billboard 100 list?
Shout out to Gilly and Wallow, like $1 million worth of fame, man. They super good at that. You know what I'm saying? They super nice with that. They got that shit on Smash.
Facts.
But
Facts. Salute to them.
and how you said they number one, that's how I feel like I am with these bars.
So how do you feel about the Billboard 100 rapper list?
I don't respect them lists. Who even be making them?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to start quoting these lists, and I don't even know who's responsible for putting these lists together. I don't really care about making nobody lists like that. Like a major platform list. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of behind them names they pick. It's like winning a Grammy. You think it's fair they just pick the best song and you just win the Grammy? That's how they got the common people manipulated to think. But that's not how that work is set up. It's like, so is them lists. All them names they put on there is going to benefit somebody that's getting money off them people on that list. I'm an independent artist and I'm not connected to none of that. So for them to put me on any list wouldn't be beneficial to none of the companies that run that list.
So it don't bother you that your name not a part of this list?
I didn't even see the list. I don't even look at them lists like that. I feel like nobody can fuck with me, period. I would destroy all of them on the list, and I don't even know who on it.
Well, the first five is Jay-Z, Kendrick, Nas, Tupac, Eminem.
Yeah, like that's like who sold the most records, who won the most awards, like who in the system the most. Like that's how that sound. Like that I don't know, man.
What you laughing at?
Everybody can have their own list, man, their own opinion of who they feel as though is dope. And that's what's good about technology now. Now you don't got to just listen to what they put in your face. Got the opportunity to go to platforms and listen to whatever you want to listen to.
That's a fact.
But I'm sure there's a lot of dope people, not just myself, but a lot of people that change hip hop that's not on that list. A lot of people that's on that list that shouldn't be. So it is what it is.
I don't know why you talk like that. You talk a lot of and it be for no reason. Like, we could just have a regular talk. I like talking to you. You just like, what you be talking about, bro? Like you wasn't on the list, okay. Just be like I wasn't active to be on the list or something like that, or it wasn't the best bars list. But you always got to downplay
people on that list I ghostwrote for, bro. Wild people on that list told me out their own mouth that I'm the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I know that, when I know that I done changed a lot of them people on that list career, the direction that they going in, the way they even taking their career, and they on the list and I'm not, and there's like a lot of them on the list that I did that for. So it's not just one, it's a lot of them. So I should be on the list, right? If I'm responsible for a lot of them or a piece of a reason why a lot of them is on that list, I should be on the list, right? I don't even care about no list, man. I'm nice, I'm the best, and I'm showing it. On beat, off beat, in the ring. Probably nobody on that list got in the ring. Ever.
Tell us about the car
And
crash.
all the people that you was hyping up in battle rap that you said got bars, none of them on the list. Why not?
It's not that. Hold on.
Evolved. They took it to a next level. So if I took it to this crazy ass level that nobody could take it to, and they involved it and took it to this next level, they should be on the list, but they not.
Man, shut your ass up, man. Shut up. You always got some shit to say. Shut up, man.
That's how it works.
Shut
Hold
up,
on,
man. This
you
nigga's crazy.
you pay a lot of respect to Eminem in your interviews. Like you think you could get in the ring with Eminem?
Yeah, man. I could get in the ring with anybody, man. Eminem good. I like Eminem. I want to work with him. I don't really want to
You don't want to kill him in the ring.
battle him. Like, it's like, he's not even in that space right now.
Got it.
I don't even see him like the way we do battle rap right now. he just in a different bag. I can't even see that like interest in him right now. So I want to work with him, do some music with him, zone out with him, pass some of this information off I got. I know he got wild information I can learn from like him. But I battle anybody. If I battle myself, I definitely battle him if the situation was right.
Tell us about the car crash in 06.
That's what it was. It was a crash. Got hurt super bad. Went into a coma. Suffered bad damages. Was out for a minute. And when I came out the coma, I had amnesia. So it took a little bit of time for me to get my memory back. Like all them songs like Hotel and that I performed a million times, I forgot them.
Oh, for real? So where were you coming from that day? Do you remember what led up to it?
This when I was staying in Jersey. I was coming from my house going to pick up Neo the Matrix. That's a producer.
We know who he
did
is.
a lot of big records for me. One of them is AM to the PM. It's like one of my big records. But he did a lot of records for me. But we was going to go pick him up to go to the studio to work. I think that's when I was working on my third album, and I was like, I had just came home from the jail situation. So when I came home from jail, I went to Arizona for a few months and I started working on the Bars album. So now I'm back in Jersey, like trying to finish it up. So we about to go to the studio to, finish up on the project. And that's when the accident happened. On the way to get him.
Were you speeding?
I wasn't driving.
Was the person that was driving speeding?
I don't even remember. I can't tell. But nah, it wasn't like a speeding. It wasn't like that type of accident. Like I think we was actually stationary and another truck was like speeding or something and it was wet and they slipped out or something and hit my door. So it was like another car hit us while we was like stationary or something like that, not moving.
Did you sue them?
Or moving super slow.
Did you sue them?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. I feel like first of all, I'm definitely happy that you overcame that.
Yeah, me too, man.
You know what I mean? God is good.
That was a life-changing moment, too. Like, when I first came out the coma, and I looked in the mirror, my face was all deformed, broken up and swollen up and all weird, and just, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never look the same. My career is over for me. It's like the worst feeling ever when I first seen my I'm like, oh, man. When I first got in the accident, my was a lot. My was bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I recovered. I'm cool now, but my was up.
I remember, so every once in a while, things come out about you, right? And you have this, you don't, I mean, back in the days you did. Like, you really didn't respond to like, when we was coming up, you didn't respond because, you had you had your chain on, you was getting money, you had your stupid big-ass hats, your leather jackets. Yeah, you was looking fly. Yeah. I was hating as a kid. I was hating on you. But every time something comes out, and I was looking at one of my questions, do you feel like, because you said you was set up when this whole situation with a transgender accusation, somebody lied. Like, when things like that happen, who do you think is behind stuff like that? If you say you don't know a person, or if you say I'm being set up, because I got the tweet, you said, the lies won't affect me when the truth comes to light. Anybody question my credibility will feel stupid, always do, stay tuned.
Yeah, like, you bringing up old stories that already, like, came to light. Like, everybody know that was, like, a fluke. Like, at the time, like, maybe the first day they probably ain't know. But everybody know there's some bullshit now. And I don't know who's responsible for doing that. Like, there's so many people in the world. But I don't, give my time to try to search and figure that out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just know I'm authentic. Anytime some pass, I don't really give it a lot of attention because I know I don't have to.
Respect.
Only guilty that got, like, eaten away at and feel like they got to give digging everything somebody trying to say because they know they don't want shit to get out. Like, it's nothing that could get out on me because I ain't do nothing wrong. So whenever somebody say anything, I know it's some. So I don't got to speak on it at the time because it's never going to change. I don't got to, like, get on top of something that's out of control. I know the truth, and the truth never going to change. So whenever I speak on it, whether it's the day, tomorrow, next year, 1,000 years from now, it's going to all be the same.
So everybody just. I mean, I like your confidence. I do. Round of applause. Confidence A1. Not the steak sauce neither. Oh. It's the confidence is confidence is yeah.
I thought you said we wasn't rapping, man.
I'm not rapping. I just like the way you answer questions. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
You know, and it was just something in my mind that, you know, usually when somebody moving on, people try their best to cause a smear campaign, but you know, we can move on from that. I just want to know how you feel about these things. You know what I'm saying? And I know you said you answer these things, people got to the bottom, but I didn't. I'm Queen's Flip, and because I respect you, a lot of shit about it, unless somebody I know them personally, I'm gonna move on from. But don't think that you the master of interviews. I calm Queen's Flip down because I'm still him and I'm still me.
Nah, I respect you.
You've been around me and like that, but I have a lot of respect for you, and I don't want to. That's why even with the $1 million worth of game, I want to make sure that we end on a positive note as far as that. I don't want to, that's not my job to do. You know what I'm saying? My job is not to, like, I'm in a different space right now. Before, when I was first doing Flip the Script, that was my intentions, to play devil's advocate, but I don't feel that way anymore because it's a different space, a different vision. I'm not trying to,
man.
Yeah, I'm not up,
you up, man.
I'm not trying to cause no problems or have anybody, you know, regardless of what, of course I'm gonna put it out, but that's not my intentions. My intentions is not to chop anything. It's gonna put out in its entirety so we can hear us shouting that out and they can hear different things that we just going through the past and the history. Because my first time sitting with you and I'm a fan.
I understand. That's why you ain't hear me come in here and say, don't ask me this or don't touch on this or like, I already know you was going, you know, have any, I don't know what the you could have said, but it is what it is. Like, I don't got nothing to hide. I can answer anything.
So Cass, I think that your interview skills, your face-off skills, your battle, I think that the authenticity, you call it. You know what I mean? Nobody does it like Cassidy, pause, if that is. But what I'm saying is that, you know, slow down, man, because, you know, you be making like, I ain't gonna lie. You make a lot of like.
I don't think so, man.
Like, you had to be a big Peter Pan fan because, like, I don't know, like, sometimes I be
what did
like,
he make up?
He just him winning mad battles and he won. Like, I just be listening to this, like, I ain't gonna lie, I like that stupid shit. I'm like, yeah, but and then I'm like, this is bugging. He don't give a.
Who did he lose to?
To me, he lost. I think he did good against Disaster. I watched that.
I 30'd Disaster, man.
I don't think you 30'd him, but you did
Definitely
good against
30'd him. What round he won?
I forgot. I don't think you beat Hitman.
What?
30 Hitman.
Y'all thought you beat Hitman, holla?
30'd him.
And Hitman just wasn't easy.
Hitman said what?
So who you think won out of him and Easy?
Out of who and Easy?
Hitman.
I don't want to answer that.
You got cooked.
I got Hitman winning.
You
Hitman.
got cooked. You got cooked.
It is my man. It is my man.
That's when he got off.
Yeah. I don't know who won.
That's a friend.
I call it a draw.
And that's my friend. My friend won.
Nah, I beat Hitman and Nick Cannon. He brought
My
Nick
friend
Cannon
won.
out too.
You be who?
Him and Nick Cannon together.
Word.
You ain't be goods neither.
He beat the cannon.
Definitely beat Goods. I told you the first couple bars I beat Goods.
What am I trying to say?
Would you plan on battling again, right?
The best battles was Disaster and Hitman was like the least amount of like fake. It was still a lot of fake in it, but it's like acceptable fake. Like if you like got lack of information and you trying to like do something.
What about Arsenal? You think you beat him?
It's like Goods and Arsenal. They were saying so much weird that don't even connect to nothing. You can't even Google this. It's just like they just was making up. So it's impossible for them to win. You can't even.
So, but they win by the
much
crowd.
shit
The
as they
fans
made
choose
up.
the winner. The fans, not what they make it. Like, what What battle rap society do you live in? Like, what's that stupid movie with the butterfly? When the girl. It's on Netflix now.
If the fans decide, then it's super clear who won.
Hold on, listen.
If you gonna just let the fans decide,
what's that movie on Netflix with the girl? She's in like a world, and it was killing people like the butterfly. Man.
Oh,
come on, help me.
Not the Mockingbird.
Mockingbird, yeah, Mockingbird. That's him. he created that world. What's also with
It's not. It's close to something else. Mockingbird though.
With Jim Carrey.
Hunger Games. That's what's called.
Hunger
right?
Games. Yeah.
Mockingbird. Okay.
Hunger Games. Hunger Games. Yeah, the Hunger Games. Like you the creator of that, and then you also. What about the world with Jim Carrey when he looked at like he wasn't living a real life?
Liar.
Truman Show. Creator of that. He the creator, like the free guy, like all that with like worlds, like you just create make that. What are you talking about? When you read the comments, they say you lose. Yes, you bring views.
I never seen that.
What?
I see. I don't be seeing.
I'm not
that,
showing
man.
that right now. I just read them.
I don't be seeing that, bro.
I can prove it.
Nah, it's a bunch of trolls that might say you lost to try to get some attention, but the majority.
The trolls
of
want
people know I
attention.
won. No, but the majority of people know I won though.
All right, man, I can't do this no more. I respect.
So what's going on? What's going on? That's with Cassidy, man. What's up? What's going on in 2023? Let's talk about what's going on with Cassidy this year.
A lot, man. Promoting this new project I feel like I got the best album of my life. This one I'm about to drop. Put in a lot of hours, hard time with this joint. I feel like it's crazy. And I'm gonna go in a lot of directions that people don't expect from me. I mean, no, I can rap.
Right.
They expect to hear you spitting bars, but it's a lot of other that I'm bringing to the table. Even the adjustments in my flows and the style switches I ain't expecting. So I can't wait.
Are you gonna bring some?
To drop.
You gonna bring some like new school drill music on the project, or you sticking to the old Cassidy, like the hustler Cassidy?
I got every beat per minute. All
Okay.
of them. You know what I'm saying?
Respect
I
it.
feel like all of them is not real styles, it's just the beat per minute. Like trap, drill. All that is about the way the beat go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But pretty much they just still talking the same been talking since the beginning of time. Just really about the beat per minute and the styles that you can use on that beat per minute. But I'm doing it all. That's the thing. Like a that been in the game as long as me can't really jump on newer styles, new beats per minute. It's like too new for them. So they'll just say they don't do that, just do what they used to do. So they'll lose the new crowd because they not doing what they could dance to. But I'm doing it all, man. I got new beats per minute, old beats per minute, and just a lot of dope concepts and a lot of bars. I mean,
Cassidy, let me ask you a question. How long? This your wife right here, right?
yeah,
How long you guys been together?
20 years.
I always see you and her together, man. Like she don't be talking. Like she a killer or something? Like she be having like an attitude and shit. Like what's up with her? She
Man,
good?
Reggae ratchet.
I don't like what's up? I don't. Every time I see her, so that's how we battle. I saw her. She just there like, and then one minute I see her, she disappearing, all type of shit going on, and she popping back up. Like what type of what type of operation I got going on?
Nah, that mean that's my partner in crime.
I salute that. I just wanted to acknowledge that because I think it's dope. Every time I see her, I see her.
For sure.
You at the van and shit. I see her right by the van. She talking to you, whisper. I can't even hear. I don't even know what her voice sound like. She was like this. I said, she turned around, she gone. Then she end up in the truck. Then she end up out the truck behind. Like it's crazy. 20 years. Do you remember how you met her? I'm about to get him.
Yeah, for sure.
Where?
At the Brown Sugar movie shoot.
Dang, good. Damn, I trying to get you.
Brown sugar.
Good.
At the round.
I don't know. Yeah, you good?
You ever seen that movie? Most Definite.
Hell yeah.
Queen Latifah.
See, you met at the movie shoot.
Tay Diggs.
Sanaa Lathan.
Sanaa Lathan, yep.
So you met her there.
Yeah, like I was just like starting my career, and I got an extra role. Like I'm actually in that movie, but I'm like an extra. I got a couple scenes like outside the club, and I'm at the Hot 97 scene. Like when Most Definitely I'm at Hot 97, like I'm sitting in there waiting and all that. This was like my first time getting in a movie early in my career, and my wife was already like big, like modeling, big, like, you know what I'm saying, doing her thing. So she was getting cast in movies too. So my manager got a call that the movie was going on and they could bring me through. So he brought me through. She got a call from her peoples that it's some movie going down and to stop through and get a check real quick. So we both happened to be there. When I get there, I see her sitting across the room in between these two other girls looking like the lead singer. And I just was like...
From history. From this history.
Some love at first sight. Like, damn, I can't believe it. And then we happened to be in the scene together. Outside the club, we was in the same scene. But in the scene, they had some dude, like, acting like he talking to her outside the club. And he did some extra, like, keep kissing on her cheek. Dang, that wasn't like in the script. He just trying to add
He
that
said,
to
wait,
be some
hold on,
extra
wait a
acting
minute.
ass, right? So I was just getting so mad at this extra acting ass. He trying to act so like he could act and all that. I'm like, what are you doing, man? I'm getting mad. She see it. It's like a whole little me and her connection on the low. And that's
Round of black love, please. Black love. We hype a lot. We hype a lot of shit, but we gotta. I always see her with them. I always see them together, and I think I think it's amazing. Black love, 20 years. Salute to y'all, and I wish you guys 20 more years. Before I continue, I'm gonna pay some respect to my man. Hip hop is real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The God in the building.
You know, and you guys. I remember when you started. I remember, came to the crib, and I want to tell you that I'm extremely proud of you, of all the work you guys putting in. You know, I don't know. They say you're not supposed to forget where you come from in order to know where you're going, and I didn't forget the times that, you know, I asked you guys to film things for me, and you guys did. I'm extremely proud. I want to wish you guys much success. Anytime I'm around and you need me, I'm here. And salute, and I want a round of applause for Hip Hop is Real. Yeah, salute. I'm proud of you. Proud of you. Yeah. Black love! Knowledge of God. All that. I'm positive. You gotta feel different. It's
Positivity,
different.
man.
It's different now, right?
That's
It's different.
good, man. I'm glad I could bring it out you, man.
You can, yeah. Oh,
That's
G,
what's up,
chill.
man.
G, chill, G. He don't deserve that, G. Don't hype him, G.
That's dope, man.
It was sitting here the whole show.
G, don't do it.
It was sitting here the whole show,
He
bro.
don't deserve that.
You know, he's not on the Billboard 100 list, but he's on the list over here now. You know what I'm saying? So
G.
we gotta
That's
get
what's
him.
up,
He's a
man.
part of this
Salute
list over
you,
here.
money.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't deserve it.
It's only
My
right.
nigga, G money right there, man.
He trying to hype you now to give it to. Don't give it to him, G.
It's only right. He's on this list over here,
He
man.
trying to hype you, G. G. G, don't do it.
He cool, man.
Oh, G, nah, man. He ain't cool.
man.
He ain't cool,
It was
G.
there the whole show, man. I
He
waited
ain't
to
cool.
the end.
He
I
ain't
waited.
cool.
I
Why you
waited.
think he cool?
Cause he cool, man. That's why.
Salute,
I like him.
man.
He cool, man.
Yeah, and so you got the project real quick before we leave, because we're gonna take a big picture. You got the project coming out. Do you have a release date for it yet, Cass?
I don't want to announce it because I keep pushing it back. And
I
don't
got
wanna-
it.
But
And what
it's-
happened with
it's, it's pretty much done. I'm mixing and mastering, but I just work so much that I keep doing these new records that's changing the feel around.
what happened with the freeway battle again?
The URL dropped the ball, man. They set it up. They announced it. It was supposed to go down, but they wasn't able to finalize it. So
Don't say they dropped the ball. Just say that. Don't talk about my team like that. That's
I
it.
just don't want people to think it had anything to do with me.
All right, just say
or
that you don't know
Freeway.
what happened.
We was both ready to get to it. They just couldn't, make it make sense. But I'm ready to get back in the ring, man.
Who you
I
got
had fun the last time, and I feel like I'm in a better space right now. Like I'm in the best shape of my life. So the next time I'm gonna make an example out of somebody.
Why do you say that when they like that's that bag to
At
the
least-
man, shut your ass up. You been in the best shape.
I at least want to do 2 battles before this year out though.
Oh, for real? 2023?
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have anybody on your radar?
I never got a pick, but I definitely want to get in the ring for sure.
Okay. One last question I have. Last one. The guys that came after you, that battled, right? Like Reed, Joey Jihad, and all those guys. Like, did you ever at one point give them any word of advice? Because you always say that, I gave a lot of people advice. We're talking about people from the city. Did you ever, or you never really got to connect with some of those individuals until later on?
All of the artists that I did get a chance to connect with, definitely gave them advice.
Got it.
Not just once, too. Like, every time I talk, I try to.
Got it.
Or if it's not advice, not all of the time artists need advice, but a lot of times they need motivation. Like, I feel as though I got, like, one of the best work ethics. Like, when anybody call me, I'm always working on lyrics or songs or doing something revolved around getting better. So I be giving a lot of motivation, like, for people to stay on their job or work harder or get more music done or win more battles or win it in a more impressive fashion or be more confident in yourself. Or I'm just always, like, giving out motivation to all of them people, especially like Reed, E-Ness, K. Walker, Easy the Block Captain. Yeah. A lot of people from the city, man, that's putting in work. I try to do that for.
Shout out to my man Ness. Shout out to all those guys, Easy the Block. Shout out to everybody, man, from Philly, man. Round of applause, G Money.
And not saying that I'm in a place where sometimes I can't use advice or even motivation. Just because I might got a crazy work ethic, I got to keep it up. I got to keep moving forward, keep going. So I also use them to motivate me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I be so hard on them to stay motivated, because how can they motivate me if they not putting in the work? And how can I motivate them back if I let up and stop working?
Okay. I appreciate you.
It's like iron sharpening iron, man.
I'm trying, because we got, after we get off here, I need you for 15 more minutes for the behind the scenes joint. So
I just want you to know I got love for the city, man.
Yeah. Sit your ass down.
Got love for battle
You came
rap.
in the room while I was sitting here eating, interrupting my piece. And I told you give me 10 minutes, and you gave me only 3. All right? I counted. Pause. That was crazy. That was crazy. Pause. I didn't mean to say that. I was wilding. That was crazy. That was crazy. I came in. You got it. I came in.
End the show.
Shout out to Cassidy. One more round of applause for him, please. Everybody, round of applause.
Yay.
Shout out to our studio audience, man, one time.
Studio audience.
Shout out to the studio
I told him we
audience.
should do a live show one time.
It's lit, man.
Let me acknowledge. A lot of times we don't let. A lot of times we chill out. A lot of times we don't let people in. But I want to acknowledge that everybody has been extremely respectful.
Nah, this was good. They was.
Yeah, and I want to salute y'all. I mean, a lot of times people leave a bad stain. Pause.
Yeah.
But you guys were extremely. You guys were extremely. For the most people, you guys were extremely respectful.
We've had shows before where it's like 2 people with the guests and then we making mad noise, snoring in the background, crazy. So this was.
He fell asleep.
I see D boy, but it's my boy.
He walked like he was. I saw you. You was asleep. He trying to go, looking around. He trying to look at y'all like he was talking to y'all. But hold on, y'all. Hold on. We about to wrap this up, y'all. I want to definitely salute y'all.
Nah, it's dope.
You guys are extremely respectful, and I'm gonna say I appreciate y'all, man.
For sure.
If a lot of people act like y'all, we could have more people in the studio because you guys are extremely respectful, man. So salute to y'all, for real.
Hell yeah.
All right, sign us out, G Money.
Yo, man, don't forget follow the pages, man. At Queens Flip with a Z, at DJ G Money Official, at Flip the Script Pod on Instagram and TikTok. Shout out to the Brave Heart Edition in the building one time. King PIB, I see you. You know what it is, all right? Shout out to We All In Family too. You know what I'm saying? Salute. Dope episode. Shout out to Cass.
Salute to y'all, man.
Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Yo, this Queens Flip, man. URLTV.tv. Yeah. Dope episode. Remember, lock your doors, close your windows, close your blinds, open your blinds. And if you see a like Cass on your lawn, don't be afraid to use a firearm. Why? Because he has a lot of that use it on you. I'm from Queens.